The green bloody go live button. Wait for that green light to come on here, guys. Before a big night of rugby league, we are on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on Big Sport. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, what a start. Oh wow. My throat just like, oh anyway, itchy throat. Okay, well hey guys, how you going? So today on BK Sport, we're here for the, what's the game now? Jeez, I'm all over it now. New Zealand Warriors versus the Manly Sea Eagles. Interesting game, to be honest with you. Very interesting game. I don't really know how to call it. I think the Warriors obviously should win, but in the same sense, it's weird seeing Manly struggling this much. I've grown up with Manly being a very successful team, always being in it, always having an absolute crack, and right now this team obviously isn't having an absolute crack. They are 0-4 to start the season. They are bottom of the table, and truly you should be expecting them to do better at some point. Trbojevic still isn't back yet. Cherry Evans has been underperforming. They haven't got a hooker. Right now, I still don't think they have a hooker. Their whole team is just, random. It just is. I'm not too sure what's going on here with Manly, but the same sense, the Warriors come into this game, and they're not looking that great either. They got flogged by the Roosters, who people were starting to doubt because of all the injuries for the Roosters. I heard some outrageous people saying maybe not making the top 8, and I thought you're an idiot. The Roosters absolutely will make the top 8, even with their young core there. But look, sorry guys, I'm struggling to breathe right now. I'm just like, I just coughed as I was starting here, and my goodness me, don't let Queensland see this, because I'm heading up there tomorrow for the Gold Coast Titans game versus the Knights. They'll be like, oh, he's got the virus. I do not. But yeah, just really random. But yeah, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know your thoughts of the game. I'm tipping. Ooh, it's a tight one. I do think the Warriors win. But Manly are a good shout. This could be a close game. This could be a very close game. Could be a very good game. I'm going to go with the Warriors by 4 points. There is no Adam Fanua-Blake. I don't really rate this spine. Yes, Tuivasa-Sheck's great, but Channel Harris-Tavita, Wade Egan, and Cody Nikorima aren't really the most exciting players I've ever seen in my life. Nikorima's not been that bad this year, but in the same sense, I'll still go the Warriors. I think the Warriors win this game. BDK Sports says Manly need to turn up. They've needed to turn up for a long time, and they haven't yet. So hopefully they can do it today, or I don't know if you're a Warriors fan, probably not. Central Coast this game, is that? Entertain House says, here we go. Ambush, baby. He's getting the Eagles. Look at him go. And Tanat says, yes, struggling to breathe because you tipped the Warriors. Pretty much too, to be honest. I don't rate the Warriors. You guys know this. I don't rate the Warriors this year. Because of what I just said, I don't rate their spine. Spine. Don't rate it. I don't rate their spine. I'm going to open a window. What's going on here? Hey, all right, let's open that window. My goodness me. I'm all over. I'm losing it today. Riley Golden says, come on, Manly, we will destroy the Warriors. Don't think you should be saying that, my man. Don't think you should be saying you'll be destroying anybody, considering that Manly are currently last. They are last place, 16th place, and they have a minus 122 points differential. Wowee. That is absolutely... I'm going to put this out here, actually. Big Boy Has says, are you streaming the double header? Absolutely, man. I'll be definitely doing the Raiders and Panthers game right after this. Michael Joshua Lewis says, my score prediction is Warriors 32, Seagulls 0. Oh, no, I do not believe that is the right call. Seagulls here. Walker with Saab and Garrick as the wingers, with Parker and Harper in the centres. Foreign. Cherry Evans as the halves, with Paseka and Alloy as the front rowers there. Kroger. They get rid of the team so damn well quickly. Shit, man. Shit. I can't really... I never get to the second rowers. I can get through every single play except for the second rowers, and then they just they get rid of it. Yeah, look, I completely disagree with that. I think Manly definitely should be scoring, and I think it'll be a close game. I'm going to go 22-20. I'm going to go 22-20 the Warriors. I'll go 22-20 the Warriors, but I'm not surprised if Manly sneak it here, lads. Riley Gone says, no, we don't. What you talking about, mate? That's shit. Are you talking about me and what I just said about Manly? Brother, Manly are currently last with minus 122 points differential. They're coming off a loss of 46-6 to the Panthers. Before that, they lost to the Dragons by a decent amount. Before that, they lost to... Shit, who else did they get flogged by? They've been flogged a lot of times this season, man, so I wouldn't be saying they're going to smack the Warriors. Nick Mack says Manly are a glorified New South Wales Cup team. Absolutely right now, man. Absolutely. By the way, guys, as you can see, a new little inclusion here, 9,000 subscriber NRL jersey giveaway. Once we hit 9,000, I will be giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys, so we're about 170 away now, so subscribe if you're new around here. Dasmate says Kieran Foran isn't injured for once. I'm a bit surprised. Oh, here comes the Dogs fans insulting Kieran Foran. Oh, no. The Doggies fans have come to lay in the boot. Don't think the Doggies fans are having too much of a better time, in my personal opinion. Sean McQuillan says, you going to the Titans Knights game tomorrow? Absolutely. Yes, I will be. I'll be flying up in the morning and I'll be coming back down at night. AFL Amusement says, Manly lose by 800 and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck to score 156 tries. Chuck 50 on it. Ooh. I think we're close to that, but maybe not that. Maybe not that one. But obviously they're doing a big old rest in peace, a minute silence to Tommy Raudonikis. I can't do a minute silence on here, guys. It'd just be weird, me staring at the computer while there's nothing being sound. Like, it's not the same. But obviously, yeah, Tommy had a fantastic involvement in the game. Wildcard says it's hard to predict. It is a hard game to predict, this one. Tamasi Tokalangi says I'm going for the Warriors in this one. Yeah, look, I think the safest option is obviously to go for the team that is, I guess, tipped to be around that 8 area. Manly still have a lot of injuries. Manly still have a team that just isn't that great at the moment. They're waiting for Trbojevic, but I don't think this team is really going to be greatly kind of improved on a ginormous level that Manly fans are expecting from a fullback. I don't think the fullback in Trbojevic coming back will make this team forget the problems that they've had in the opening 4 weeks. Like I said, I think they could win a game like this, but I don't think they're going to... They shouldn't be relying on a fullback to come into their team to improve as badly and drastically as they've been so far this season. Like I said, they lost 46-6 last week to the Pennies. So, this game could either be a 13-plus Warriors win or it could be a very close game, but I still see Warriors winning either way. But yeah, it's going to be very tight. But like I said, guys, thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get into it. The game has started. Also, if you are new around here, guys, unfortunately, due to broadcasting restrictions, I can't show you the game live. So that is the live score, and that gets updated automatically. Sport Action says, thoughts on Morgan retirement? Yeah, look, man, it's a tough one. Yeah, he's one of the best halves in the... Look, I think he was one of the best halves in the NRL era while he was fit, healthy, and had Thurston alongside him. And... when he had a good half alongside him, but it's tough. He had to do it. He's had a very successful career, and he gave us one of the best moments of all time with that flick pass out to the right hand side for Kyle Felt to score the try in 2015. So, you've got to feel sad for the bloke, and he gave it a crack, man. He gave it a crack. Very successful career. Can you imagine what he would have done? Oh, Warriors here with a chance. Oh, good tape by Walker, actually. Dylan Walker with a nice tape there. Sean McQuillan says, do you think the Roosters will still be winning without Kieran Friend? I think the Roosters will still be successful this season, considering their season so far. But I don't think they're going to win the comp, no. I think they're absolutely still a top 6 team. I think the top 6 is pretty much well and truly established at this point. But I don't think that they're anywhere near the likes of maybe, the Titans, Knights, Warriors-ish, Sharks. I think that's the mid-ranges. And then you can maybe include the Dragons at the very bottom end of that if they beat the Eels this week. If they don't beat the Eels and they get flogged, well, then that'll tell you exactly how the Dragons have gone so far this season. Pete Rose says, hey, LOP, how you going? So Warriors here with the ball. Roger Tuivasa with the ball. 30 metres out from their own line. Also, a big thing with the Warriors, we all heard that in June they might be allowed to go back to their back home. That's awesome. Good to see the Warriors and are going to be able to go back home, along with the Wellington Phoenix as well. Be good to see them being able to play it at Mount Smart. Jeez, I nearly forgot the stadium there because we haven't seen them play there since 2019. Mevido says, Michael Morgan's retired. I no longer have a reason to live. Yeah, look, chronic shoulder pain, apparently. I think he's 29 years old, so he's still had a good 5 years left in him, realistically. 5 to 7 years, like a lot of halves, and they don't really retire until 35 and 37. So, yeah, he's got like decent length in his career left. He wasn't that old. Oh, Roger Tuivasa checking with the ball out to the right-hand side here, 25 metres out. Ooh, fit tackle here, 21 metres. Let me know, guys, who you tipped. Did you tip the Warriors or did you tip Manly? Do you think the upset could be on? I know Hayden did entertain us. He did tip Manly. And it's going to be an easy take there by Jason Saar from the Sheagles. Tasmane says the Warriors should have all their games in New Zealand next season. Yeah, they should. Do I think that's going to... I think that could hamper them, though. I think that could hamper them long term. I think that come the end of the season, they can't have all the finals there, right? So they can have the games all the way up to the prelim, but the grand final will be at a different stadium. And I feel like if you're going to play every single game at the same stadium the whole year round, you're going to go to Sydney, right? And then you're going to probably lose if you're in the grand final because you're on a completely different turf. You're not used to it because you've played an entire season there. The fans aren't going to be supporting you like you're expecting or like you've been used to. And I just think it'd be a real big adversity that they'd have to face if they did that. So look, I think it's great a great idea because it gives back to the Warriors for what they've done, but in the same sense, I think it could hamper them. NRL here out to the right-hand side here. Warriors, the ball's down the wing. Hiku out to the right-hand side, goes inside. 45 minutes out here. Ooh, that's going to be a strip. One-on-one strip. Wow, that was terrible from the Warriors. That was absolutely shocking. Rapid Fire TV says, I think Warriors will finish around 9th or 10th. I've got them around 9th or 10th. Yeah, I'd probably go 10th. I think Sharks are probably going to come 9th. I think Sharks will probably come... No, you know what? I think Sharks could sneak that 8th spot, to be honest with you. I honestly could see Knights dropping to 10th or 11th. I'm not going to lie to you. I could see, depending on how the Dragons go, I could see the Knights dropping to 11th. Especially with all their injuries. Oh, Manly here with the ball. 25 metres out. 20 metres out. Third tackle here. Someone here says, what's the Warriors want? What the Warriors want, it's not necessary to play all the games in Auckland, and they want to play some of them in the other areas in New Zealand, their away games. Okay, fair enough. But knock on from Manly. Is that buddy? Did that ball go to his head? Falcon, that's the one I was thinking of. Is that a Falcon? Nick Max says, yeah, rightio. Is he a half of a fullback? Who? Who are we talking about? Who are we talking about here? I think that'd be a good idea to take the games around New Zealand. Like, obviously, not just Auckland, played in Wellington, played in all the different places in New Zealand. I was going to say, I don't really know a great deal of places that have stadiums, so I'm not going to rattle off places that may not have a stadium. Obviously, I know with the Highlanders, the Crusaders, the Chiefs, the Blues, and who's the other team? Hurricanes. Once again, here the Warriors here out on the left-hand side. Left-hand side here, Warriors still going here. 40 minutes out, 35 minutes out, 30 minutes out. Good tackle there. Fourth tackle for the Warriors. What stadiums are actually viable? Is it just those 4 or 5 stadiums that are viable in New Zealand? Or do they have any other stadiums that don't really get used? Sean McCullen says, Nick Matt, he can play the... I don't know who we're talking about here. Noah Iwasa says, I love Adam Pompey. Good on you. So fifth tackle here. And what are the Warriors doing? This is shocking. This is absolutely a terrible start here in this first 5.5 minutes here for the Warriors. Oh my God, that's a slap there by Jason Saab though. My goodness me. It's the second tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. 20 metres out from their own line. Warriors have been attacking, but they've been attacking from the halfway point. They've not been attacking in the attacking 20, and that was just a shocking pass. Let's see, Hifo says, would you rather Latrell Mitchell or Mitchell Moses? Latrell Mitchell every single day of the week, no questions asked. Wisdom Pelican says, I have a friend who is a Manly fan. He thinks Manly will win. I wouldn't be surprised. I've tipped the Warriors. I've gone with the safer option, but I would not be surprised if Manly sneak it here. So fifth tackle over Manly, and they're going to boot this ball down the right-hand side. As you guys know, I don't rate the Warriors this year. So the Warriors here with the ball 15 minutes out from their own line. Two of us are Sheck with a nice little Stepperono. Rapid Fire TV says, 22-16 Warriors are my predictions. Fair enough. Mevita says, Blaze, Nick Mack's a legend. I actually don't know who he is either. Yeah, I think I know who Nick Mack is. Sean McQuillan says, we're talking about Reece Walsh, who is possibly going to the Warriors. Reece Walsh. Yeah, look, I think that Warriors fans are always going to expect him to be... Look, not Warriors fans. Hold on, Warriors here, all inside. Fans usually expect when a player of such a caliber of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck leaves, fans usually expect the replacement to play as good as him based on the fact that they're so used to a player playing so good in that position. Reece Walsh is very young. It's going to be... Oh, wow, that's a great take by Garrick. My God, under a lot of pressure there. It's going to be very difficult to see him actually... very difficult to actually see him mastering the same kind of fanaticism and talent that we've seen with Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, because he is one of the best fullbacks that we've seen in the NRL, straight up. Yeah, look, it'd be difficult. And I think the reason why people are underrating him nowadays is because he's had to, and we spoke about this with Paddy G actually, when we did the NRL fullbacks tier list, is that, was that 40-20? That's a 40-20, isn't it? Isn't that a 40-20? Oh, no, he's going to keep it inside. Jeez, I think that was a 40-20 if it went out there. But yeah, I think obviously Tuivasa-Sheck has had to go away from that really flashy style that we knew him to be beforehand, because he's had to really pick up the slack for a lackluster Warriors team in recent years. So he has to do a lot more. And unfortunately, it's probably ended up pushing him to rugby. It probably has. It probably has pushed him to rugby in the end. Sport Action says Walsh close to the level of RTS. They should have got Nico Hines. Walsh isn't close to the level of RTS. They should have got Nico Hines. I wouldn't say Nico Hines is anywhere close. What? I'm not saying Nico Hines is a bad player, but once again, he Warriors here to the right-hand side. Oh, why don't you keep running through there? Run through out to the right-hand side here. I would definitely prefer to go with Reece Walsh over Nico Hines based on... I think that will work a lot better for them. I think Reece Walsh will work a lot better for the Warriors than a Nico Hines. Someone here says the new Planet Stadium is closed due to earthquake issues. Okay, well there you go. Paddy Cat says few players are near RTS level. Yeah, look, you'd only. Oh, there's a Titans fan in the crowd. Good on him. Look at him go. There's a Titans fan in the crowd. Yeah, buddy. Good on you, champion. Good on you, champion. So Manly here with the ball, 20 minutes out. Yeah, I really look forward to seeing New Zealand get their own home games next year. I really do. Oh, this year and maybe, potentially. Lauren says, sup? Hello, Lauren. How you doing? Fatten says, bro, F this, not even getting any red comments. Oh, man, I'm doing my best, man. I read as many comments as I possibly can. So Cherry Evans out to the right-hand side here, and that's going to be tackled down around the halfway point here for the Seagulls, Manly Seagulls. Aussie Lockie says, hey, man. Hello, Aussie Lockie. How you doing, man? Slim and Sounder says, please stop. That was so good last night. If you guys don't know what happened last night, oh, man, a guy got caught out big time. He exposed himself. Manly here. They're away. Four in here. Oh, good tackle by Tuasa Sheck, though. Third tackle here for Manly. 8 metres out here from the Warriors line. Third tackle here for Manly. They haven't started off greatly, but they're going to. They look like they might score here. The Warriors' defense isn't exactly enthralling. Look at last week against the Roosters, for example. Trebojevic here. He's lost the ball, and that's down to a really poor pass there. Really poor short pass there for Trebojevic, and he will drop it. So, 10 minutes in here, guys. 30 minutes to go the first half. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. Very close to 9,000 subscribers, so let's whip it on home, baby. Till Chungus says, are you going to the Titans Knights game? Buddy, what she thinks, son? What she damn well thinks, son? Of course I'm going to damn well Titans Knights game, my friend. Paddy Cat says, I think the plan for the Knicks is one game at Wellington and one game at Auckland to finish the season. That'd be awesome to see. Aussie Locker says, he's streaming the Cats D's game? Absolutely, man, I will be, yes. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're into halfway now. Jeez, that's poor. As poor defense from Manly to let the Warriors get 50 metres in literally 3 tackles. Warriors underneath gives the two of us a check, and he'll be 40 metres out here from Manly's line. I think the Warriors don't even need to be special today. I think they just need to roll through their sets and just get some completion rate going. I think that was a real poor part of their game last week against the Roosters, and it's fit tackle, lads. Has he gone? Has he lost it? No, it's still Warriors ball. He's gone backwards apparently. It's a fit tackle. It says fit tackle on the screen. It says fit tackle on the screen here. Is it fit tackle here, lads? Is it fit tackle here or what? What's going on here? Oh, you have to go down here. No, what are you doing, BKRmy? Are you stupid or what? That was obviously a shit. What are you doing? What is BKRmy thinking there? Like, he didn't run behind it, but the player literally blocked off the tackle and he kept playing. Like, of course that's going to be a penalty there. Sport Action says last tackle play was bad. But apparently, I don't think that was last tackle. I think that the scoreboard, like where it said fourth tackle, fifth tackle, whatever, I think that was wrong. Because the ref wasn't holding up fifth. He wasn't yelling out fifth. I'm assuming that was fourth tackle and the screen was wrong. Nick Max says, who is the Warriors halves coach? They've been poor for years with last play options. Arguably, they've been poor forever in the halves, realistically, besides Shawnee Johnson back in the day. I've never really kind of known the Warriors have been a good halves team. I always thought they were a very strong team. Their under-20s was fantastic when that was cracking around. But I've never really thought of the Warriors as a real kind of flashy team overall. They've always been a really strong kind of big-bodied Islander team, which is obvious. But that's just kind of how the Warriors have been built. And it's kind of gone away from that in recent years. They're not as... They were never grubby. They were never... Jared Warrior-Hargraves kind of strength in regards to what I'm saying, but they were really always quite dominant through the forwards, and I've seen them kind of move away from that in recent years and try and go for this kind of flashy style halves area with the likes of Cody BKRmy and Chanel Harris-Tavita. It's not really Warriors for me. We'll see how they go. So Warriors here with the ball. He's going to catch that. Jeez, how did he catch that? He bounced it off his chest, and he does grab it, though. Jim Jones and Stacey Jones. Sorry, okay, listen, all right? I have to try and, kind of go... Well, look, I'm not even saying anything specifically about halves. I'm just saying I've never really seen the Warriors as that kind of overall kind of... I never thought that their focus was halves. I never thought their focus was backs. I always thought their focus really was the forwards. And then you get your Manu Vatuvais, you get your Stacey Jones, you get your Sean Johnson. They were extra bonuses in my personal opinion. Sport says Warriors have good big wingers. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I guess that's not... Do they, though? Like, yes, Kamamala's great. Fusatua's been getting a lot of flack from Warriors fans this year. Manu Vadavai was great over the years. Nick McIntyre says he took Manly. I didn't, did I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, okay, somebody else said it. Oh, God, I was like, sorry, the BKR Sport didn't come. I thought someone said that I took Manly. I was like, oh, please no. But then again, they're not looking that bad in this opening 14 minutes here. Looking pretty poor attacking-wise, but defensively, they've held the Warriors. But the Warriors aren't that great, lads. Medvedev says Maloney played for the Chooks, Sharks, and Panthers. Oh my God, that's a slapperino of a tackle. That is a slapperino of a tackle. My goodness me. Luke Palmer says, why did the under-20s comp go anyway? Someone explain it to me. I think they wanted to really emphasise the Queensland Cup and New South Wales Cup, and financially, it didn't make sense. 40-20 attempt from Cherry Evans was absolutely woeful. A kick on third tackle there. What do you mean not a bad play with a kick like that? Chopper? What no, not chopper. Blocker. What do you mean not a bad play? He attempted a 40-20 on third tackle, and it was closer to the goalpost than it was the sideline. Like, what do you mean that's not a bad play? Are you bloody drunk, mate? How many you had to drink today? Slimmer Sandler says, I swear Maloney played for the Warriors back in like 2011. Yeah, he got to the grand final with him and Sean Johnson, didn't he? Wasn't it Maloney and Sean Johnson? Wasn't it Sean Johnson and Maloney who got them to the grand final in 2011? Warriors here. Oh, that's a nice play. That's a nice play here. 2 hours to check it out to the right-hand side here. Warriors here, taken down. 33 metres out here from the Manly line. I swear it was Maloney and Johnson. So fourth tackle here. NRL now with the ball. He's going to get this out to the backhand. No, he's going to pass it to him. I don't know why you would do that. It's going to be Arm now with the ball. It's going to be a set restart here for the Warriors. So the 25 metres out here. And Manly, I don't know. The Warriors are going to get their first attack in these opposition 20. They might be able to do this here. They might be able to do it here. Not that they've looked any greatness at all. Second tackle, Warriors, 5 metres short. 4 metres short. Third tackle here for the Warriors. They need to get a try here, to be honest with you, for the mental state of the game. Warriors with a horrible pass. He's going to drop the ball. Oh, my God. Dude, this is what I'm saying, lads. And people are saying, oh, man, why are you being so rude saying the Warriors are potential bottom 14? Look, before the season started, I thought they could have been, like, 12th. Now, I still think they're around 10th. I don't think they're that great, lads. And I think the season so far has shown it. Look, they beat the Titans. Cool. That's their bogey team. Haven't looked great since. You know, beat the Knights. Lost to the Knights, who aren't great. Gave up 31 points to the Raiders when the Raiders were still fit and healthy and had, players that could keep on playing and not exhausted from having one player on the bench for 70 minutes of that game. Warriors came flying home, but hold on a second. That was the last 20 minutes when all their players were exhausted because they had no substitutions while the Warriors had a full bench. And then you go and have a look last week, and they look shocking against the Roosters. I don't understand why people keep raving on about these Warriors. It's not special to me. Like, I don't think they're anywhere near as low as I thought because of how bad other teams are. But they're not special. Swag says Warriors beat the Rays. Cool. Well, I just explained that. Lennox Production says James Maloney played for the Warriors in 2011 Grand Final. Yeah, but Sean Johnson was there too, right? It was Sean Johnson and Maloney, yes? I think I'm right. B. Kingy says Backwin's SJ dummied Cronk in the semis. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness me. Buddy, get around the old SJ. He's a great... Buddy, SJ's one of my favourite halves that I've ever watched. I'll say that to you guys. I think that Sean Johnson is one of my favourite halves. Darren Lockyer is always my number one half that I've ever watched in my life. But I think that one of my top... Well, you definitely top 5. Oh, my God. Manly. Manly. What are you doing, mate? I'm not even looking at this play. This is how every Manly Seagulls fan is watching the game right now. Like, that was ridiculous. He just passed the ball to the Warriors. Like, what? That was never, ever going anywhere. No Man's Land says Warriors will have to battle for 8th position. They're not at this moment anyway. First tackle here, but they will be battling for it. Yes. Second tackle here for the Warriors, 5 metres out here from the line. Callum Evans says hello. Hello, mate. But I'd also say hello to Manly right now. What the shit pass was that? So Warriors here. NRL should have ran that ball. I think that would have been a try. Third tackle here for the Warriors, 8 metres short here of the line from Manly's line. So, third tackle here, Warriors should score, won't score. He's still going to be held out 4 metres out here. Oh, he lost that ball there in that tackle there, but they're not going to call it. Oh, that's a set restart. Oh, no, they haven't called set restart. So, fourth tackle here with the Warriors, 15 metres out. NRL trying to find something, gets a ball, great ball out to the left-hand side there. Gets it outside here, and that's nothing going to happen there. So 10 metres out here. Fit tackle here for the Warriors. This is just poor attack right now. Tuivasa-Sheck with just terrible attack. Like, what are the Warriors doing, lads? Come on, lads. Nick Mack says, bit of controversy, Warriors should be cut from the comp for the second Brisbane team. Absolutely not. If anything, I think there's going to be Redcliffe who come in, and also a second New Zealand team. North Island versus South Island. We know that's what the NRL want. I'm telling you, that's what the NRL want. Redcliffe is 100% at this point. Redcliffe is literally 100% at this point. There's no question about it. They've got too much financial backing behind them. The NRL have been talking about it for absolute years, and people have been like, oh, no, we don't need a second Brisbane team. And they'll be like, no, we think we need Redcliffe for a second Brisbane team. And guess what? Redcliffe's the team. And also it's out of Brisbane, I guess. So and Redcliffe have their own supporter base. It will separate Brisbane fans a little bit, and it will kind of dwindle a tad, because Redcliffe have a very strong supporter base, and people will get around the new, fresh team. Everyone loves, the freshness. They'll be like, oh man, I'm the bloody biggest fan you'll ever see. And then 2 years later, they'll go back to supporting the Broncos. So, look, it's just how it is. But I think Redcliffe could be very successful with the amount of money that they're going to have and the amount of people who are going to want to be a part of that team. So, Warriors are going to drop that ball. Luckily, it went backwards, though. But jeez. Nick Max says, don't know why Redcliffe will get the spot when they will have to play out of Suncorp. Yeah, I know. But do you really want to see Ipswich get it? Do you really want to see Ipswich get it? Do you really want to have an away game at Ipswich? No offense to anyone who lives out at Ipswich, but the reputation. But do you really want to go out to Ipswich? So I'd rather go to Redcliffe than Ipswich, put it that way. So third tackle here, but the stadium is very small though. So obviously, they would have to be at Suncorp. Something Sandler says, should add another Bankstown team. Mate, shush. Stags played for Redcliffe and Wayne Bennett will coach. Stags played for Redcliffe. Did Tony Stags come through Redcliffe, did he? So Warriors here with the ball. That's another big blow as well. I'm pretty sure the Redcliffe Dolphins, are they still the feeder club for the Broncos, or did they go somewhere else? I know that they have been a very strong feeder club for the Broncos for a very long time, but I don't know if they still are. Manly here, what are they doing? Passing that ball 10 metres out, and they're going to make about probably 5 extra metres. Mevedo says, I don't want this Redcliffe team to be called Brisbane. They won't be. They need to be called something else. Are they going to be the Port Adelaide to Adelaide type team? No, they'd be called Redcliffe. Redcliffe's not really Brisbane. Redcliffe is kind of like, I guess Wynnum. I guess Redcliffe's its own area. It's not even really Brisbane. Yes, I guess that it's technically classed as Brisbane, but no, it isn't really. So third tackle, Manly kick again, and Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's going to bring this ball back. Now, that's a good chase by Manly to follow that one up. Okay, a name that I have absolutely no idea how to read says Warriors have been great so far. Appreciate you tuning into the stream, but I would absolutely disagree with you. They have been horrific, in my personal opinion. They have been diabolically bad. I honestly would nearly say that this game is so 50-50 in the balance right now that I don't know who to tip at this personal point. There will be a knock-on here from the Warriors as I say that, and Manly, 20 minutes out, are going to get an attack. I actually nearly would lean with Manly. I nearly would lean with Manly being the better team in this opening first 20 minutes. I don't think the Warriors have been great at all. I think they've dropped the ball a lot. They've made some really, really poor errors. They've had an attack inside the attack in 20, and they did nothing with it. They haven't had any others besides that. That's a clear knock-on there. And they're not looking good at all on attack, and defence, they haven't looked great either. Manly have looked at least decent on defence. Warriors haven't thrown much at them, but Manly have looked decent on defence, and they've been able to at least roll through sets, and now they're going to get an attack and set 20 metres out. So no, I would disagree with you. Your personal opinion though, you're entitled to it, but I think Manly have been the better team so far, in my opinion. I think the Warriors have made extra opportunity breaks. I think they've made probably better movement in regards to long distance, but short distance wise, I'd say Manly is doing the better in my opinion. Manly have 9 from 12 completions to the Warriors 9 from 14, so completion wise Manly are better as well. So here we go. Manly here, right hand side, 20 minutes out. Don't forget guys, 18 minutes to go the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here. About 117 subscribers away from 9,000, and we'll give away an NRL jersey when we do. So second tackle for Manly. Oh, should be tried. Trbojevic. Oh, Trbojevic has been held up here. I think. I can't believe he's been held up. If he gets held up here, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They're going to call it no try here. I can't believe Tuivasa-Sheck saves this from being a try. I think Jake Trbojevic knows too. I think Trbojevic knows this too. He goes down, but I think Tuivasa-Sheck is able to hold him up here. I don't think he gets this. So he goes down, and that's too short of the line. He's going to have to reach over again. It's going to be a double movement regardless. He loses it anyway. It's a knock-on, and it's also short anyway, and it would have been a double movement if he didn't knock that ball on. So it will be a knock-on here. Warriors will get the ball, and fantastic try-saving tackle there by a couple of the Warriors boys. And Tana says, I can still go to this game in the second half. I'm going to do it. Okay. I wouldn't. I think that would be pointless. But in the same sense, it might be close. It's going to be close, but it's close for the wrong reasons. Like, this game is so shocking right now. Someone who says, Redcliffe is currently feeder club for the Warriors. Wow, I didn't even know that. Obviously, they've been a very successful team, feeder club-wise, for the Broncos over the last couple of decades. So it's very interesting to see that they're Warriors. I knew that I thought that they weren't, because I know the Wynnum Manly Seagulls are Broncos. Redcliffe used to be. I knew something had swapped, and that's probably because they wanted to really kind of re-emphasize their players in their local area, rather than giving them to the Broncos, who are going to be their direct rival. Brisbane will have a direct rival there. They'll have their southern rival. I really don't think the Gold Coast will have a rivalry with Redcliffe, and I don't think the Cowboys will have a rivalry with Redcliffe besides the Queensland factor. But obviously the two Brisbane teams will really... it's like Cowboys and Titans. I don't think Cowboys and Titans really have a rivalry. There's no real kind of feeling in those games for me personally. Like, yes, you want to beat the other Queensland team, but I just don't really care. If we lose to them, yeah, look, it sucks because we lost, but I would feel the same if we lost to the Sharks or the Knights, or maybe not the Warriors, because the Warriors and Titans do have a bit of a rivalry. But so set restart here for the Warriors. 30 minutes out here from their own line. Sport Talk says, pretty sure Brisbane will also use the Ipswich and Toowoomba way also. Yeah, I think the Townsville... No, not Townsville. I think the Ipswich Jets, is it? Is it Ipswich Jets in the Queensland Cup? They're look at this, Leeson Armour. My goodness me, comes over from the Super League. I think he's been pretty good this year in regards to his runs. I don't know how about his defense, but I think his runs have been very good. So Warriors here, left-hand side, had space galore at the left-hand side, and they don't pass it. So 4th tackle here for the Warriors. They're 35 metres out of Manly's line. Their attack, they're getting decent attacks going from literally 50 metres out, but they can't do anything in regards to the short term. I'm just going to call you Lan. I'm going to call you Lan, all right? I know you know who I'm talking about. Lan, appreciate you, my dude. Two of us are Shek here, two of us are Shek. Out to the right-hand side, 5th tackle still. Why do teams this year always get tackled on 5th? It does not make a sense. Why do so many teams tackle on the 5th? Like, shit, man, kick the ball. If you give away 7 tackles, so be it. Like, at least you had an attacking opportunity. Isaac says Warriors aren't doing good this game. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Noah Iwasa says Tweed Seagulls feeder club is Gold Coast Titans. Yeah, no. The feeder club for the Gold Coast Titans is the Tweed Seagulls. The Titans aren't the feeder club for the Seagulls. Tweed is Burleigh. Tweed and Burleigh Bears are the feeder clubs for the Titans. So I'm a Burleigh Bears supporter in the Queensland Cup. I don't really give a shit about who wins the Queensland Cup or something like that, but if the Burleigh Bears are playing, I get on the Bears. So first tackle here, and 4 out to the left-hand side here, Dylan Walker. Oh, Walker with a nice little break there. 45 metres out here from the Warriors line. Kieran Foran now with the ball gets off to Jay Trebojevic. Still no points scored in the opening 25 minutes of this game, lads. No points scored in the opening 25 minutes of the game. Sport Talk says the gap between the good and bad teams is gradually getting worse. Gradually? I think it's been emphasised dramatically this year. I wouldn't say gradually getting worse. I'd say dramatically has obviously just blown out of proportion this year. And look at this game. This game is shocking. Like, neither of these two teams are the top teams, but you can see the difference in actual just overall quality rugby league at the moment. Like, what's going on here, Manly? So 5th tackle here, 5 metres out. Surely they do something here. Anything. Kick it at least, for the love of God. Nice little kick, actually. And that's going to... Did he just swat that away? Ken Mamalo, butter. Why are you swatting that away? At least try and catch it. Okay, so he goes up here. Goes up. And, okay. Fair enough, to be honest with you. No, I'll accept that. I think that's fine. I think that he couldn't really get up for that, so he slapped it away so Jason Saab couldn't get it. No, I think that's fair enough. GT, FITC says Geelong is the best. Get around it, some. Lan said something. What did Lan say? Do you think Manly are a big club compared to the Roosters? Overall, yes. This year, no. Absolutely goddamn not. But overall, as a club in itself, they're one of the probably... I'll put them behind... Hold on one second. I'll put them behind Rabbitohs, Roosters... Broncos, Storm. It's difficult, man. Manly still won 7 premierships, haven't they? So first tackle lever Manly, 10 metres out. It's a good question. It's actually a tough question to rank teams. Ooh, Manly, very close here. 1 metre out here from the try line. Second tackle here for the Manly Seagulls. I'll speak about that after this set. So Manly here, right hand side, give the ball off to Tapau. Tapau's going to lose about 5 metres there, simply because that was terrible. So third tackle here for Manly. Nothing going on here again. Neither team can attack right now. They get up to the right-hand side here. Oh, my God. He got the offload away. No, I think he's lost the ball. I think he's lost it. Or Warriors have stolen it. I think that's a no-try. And I think that he knows that that's a no-try, to be honest with you. Littlest YouTube account ever says, who are you going for? I tipped the Warriors, but I kind of nearly want to see Manly win, simply because I don't think either of these teams... I think Manly aren't competing alongside my team this year, the Titans. So I think that any win against a team around the Knights, Sharks, or Warriors, I kind of want, because that's where my team kind of is. So I guess I kind of want Manly. Oh, no. So 2 of us, the Shek's also been blocked off there, unfortunately. Oh, no, he could have got there. No, that's fine. So here we go. Let's see if this gets down here. So there's no obstruction there. So now we're just checking if the ball comes down here and on. I want to see. We can't see it from this angle. We can obviously see that this isn't happening from this angle. And so it goes down here. Does it actually hit the ground before he loses it? It's still underneath there. No, he's lost it. No, he lost it. That's a good... Wow, Jazz Tavanga. I may be critical of the New Zealand Warriors today, but holy shit, that's a fantastic defensive play there by Jazz Tavanga. My goodness me, that's incredible. Incredible hold-up play there. And wowee. So that's a no-try, guys, and that will be a knock-on too. I don't even think he strips it out. I think that's just a genuine lost ball. I think I think that he thought that he actually had that try, and he didn't, so it was a no-try. I think this game was horrible. It's not that great. Matt Yapoon says, who are you on in the Raiders-Panthers game, brother? I will be streaming that game, guys, so if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, thumbs up, but I will be streaming the Panthers-Raiders game right after this as well. I have tipped the Panthers, and I think the Panthers will win by a decent amount, but I think that, look, it's a difficult game to read because the Raiders can be very quality on their day. Have they been quality this year so far? Defensively last week, yes. Outside of last week's defense, I haven't really appreciated their play this year. Maybe the first half attack against the Warriors too. So at least one from each side, but they're very hot and cold. They're the lower end of the top 6 teams. That's why I've got them in 6th. Maybe even in 5th, depending on how the Roosters go with all these injuries, but they're still that 5th, 6th area. That's a knock-on from the Warriors. Oh, holy shit, bro. Oh my God, that's another incompletion by the Warriors, and another incompletion in the game. There's so many incompletions in this game. Karen Maverick says, I still think the Raiders will make higher end of top 8, but I don't really rate them too much this year. Well, who are you going to put them above? Are you going to put them above the Panthers? I wouldn't say so. Even if they win today, I think Panthers long term. Because this is the thing as well, guys. If you say, right, this is how I guess the general consensus of fans think. If you say if the Raiders beat the Panthers, say I say the Raiders beat the Panthers, which I don't think, but say I say that, you've got to think long term if they're better than them, not just in one game. Like, they can be a better team than them in one game, right? That doesn't mean that long term. 40-20 attempt here. They're going to kick it for Jason Saab. Oh my God, he's going to be a try here for Manly. It's going to be a try here for Manly. Hello. 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 They just kicked it off to scrum from 40 metres out from their own line. Jason Saab outpaces him, and that's a try for Manly. Hello? I was trying to say something there, lads, and now you've just interrupted my conversation point. So I thought Cherry Evans was going for a 40-20 off the scrum there, but instead Jason Saab just completely and utterly outpaces Mamalo. Wowee. So, there you go. Luke Palmer says, I reckon the Roosters missed the 8. I don't rate them either. What? You're basing that off injuries. You're basing that off injuries. It couldn't be off how you watched them play last week with all those injuries. Nah. Brother, they're beating and they're flogging the Dogs, the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Dragons, the Warriors, as you've seen. I would say the Knights. I would say they still beat my Titans. I would say they beat the Sharks this week, but it'll be close. I think Titans will be close too. They're going to smash Tigers. Like, I'm sorry, but no, they're making the top 8. Do I think they're going to be high in top 8? No, I don't have them above the Panthers. I don't have them above the Rabbitohs. I don't have them above the Eels. I don't have them above above the Raiders. I don't have them above the Storm. So yeah, no, absolutely goddamn not. No, no. But that's your opinion, though. You're entitled to your opinion. CJ Moxley says, hey Blaze, hello champion, how you doing? So 10 minutes 45 to go here of the first half, and Manly, Manly, try time. But very, very fast run there by Jason Saab. He absolutely burnt the shit out of Mamalo. And Manly will slap through that kick through Ruben Garrick. So 6-0 here, Manly. That was completely against the run of play, completely against kind of what we've seen so far, and that was just came out of nowhere. Literally, it was a scrum on Manly's own 40-metre line, and Cherry Evans kicked it through, and Jason Saab absolutely burnt him. So very risky play, but very good play too. And it was a great kick by Cherry Evans too, because it sat up perfectly on the line. So 6-0 Manly here. How many likes are we on? Right now? We are on 47. 3 likes away from 50. We've got 70 people watching. I know we can get at least 3 more likes. Let's get to 60 before halftime. And obviously, guys, subscribe to. Antonio says, I just want to... Okay, it's gone. It disappeared. It's gone. I don't know. The chat just disappeared. Brisbane Heat fans live your passion. Exactly right, man. Live your passion. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. Teal Chunga says, how long till we see a Warriors-Titans grand final? Mate, I genuinely don't know if I'll ever see that in my life. So, second tackle lift for Manly, 25 metres out from their own line, up 6-0. My goodness me, Warriors, what are you, buddy, doing? Joxon says, I only just started. Good on you, man. Well, welcome to the party, son. 40-20 attempt here for... Wow, Manly have kicked on third tackle 4 times today. Third tackle 4 times today. And now Warriors are going to have the ball at the 40-metre line. Why is Cherry Evans kicking the ball on third every time? I don't get it. He's getting nowhere near the 40-20 line, so I don't understand why he's doing that. Tyler, I am going to the Titans Knights. Yes, of course I am. Second tackle here for the Warriors, and here we go. Big old run through the centre, and Fusatua hasn't been that great this year. Don't even know if he's scored a try yet, has he? Luke Palmer says, what do you mean the Raiders are good? Haven't been that good this year, in my opinion. Haven't been that good, in my opinion, this year. Don't think they were that great last week. I think their 67% completion rate really helped the Raiders in that game. Warriors here, left-hand side. Should be try. Pass that ball out left-hand side. Or Saab is going to slap it down. Look, a nice play by Saab. Not going to lie to you. Nice play by Saab. But that's going to be a Ken Mamalo special there. Easy little try out to the left-hand side. And it's going to be 6-4 here with a kick to come. But I just want to appreciate Jason Saab there. Obviously, he scored a fantastic try just some moments before. He'd be exhausted. Next minute, he's slapping down the play. To try and prevent it at any cost. It still ends up being a try, but, you can't hate on that. And Saab makes up some nice ground, to be honest with you, to even get there. But well done, Mamala, picking that one up, and it's a try time to the New Zealand Warriors. This game is terrible. But that's actually that was a nice play there by Tuivasa-Sheck to pass that ball on the inside there. But yeah, there you go. Easy try. That was a really poor defensive read there by the Manly Seagulls. My God, that was a poor defensive read there. That was nice from Saab. Milatumi says, Jason Saab is trash. Haven't you been watching this game? Because he's been fantastic. Dale Leeson says, see my comment, help motivate them. What do you say? Dale? Let me have a look. Let me go have a look at what you said. Come on, Warriors, sort your shit out. Yeah, you probably did, mate. Sort your shit out, Warriors. And then they sorted their shit out. And this is actually Kemamalo's 100th game here today. Okay, there you go. Congratulations, Kemamalo. So NRL here from the left-hand side. Again, Nick from the left-hand side. A lot of Manly fans in the background there. So NRL here last week versus the Roosters was 2 from 2. But this is a tough kick here from the left-hand side. This is literally on the edge. On the left-hand side, can Nicarima bang this one through to tie it up at 6-6, and he will... Oh, he's going to curl it in. He's going to curl... That's a brilliant kick from Nicarima, and it is 6-6 here. Well, chimama. Jared Force says, call replay hands. Not too sure. Dasman says, next game will be good. Next game should be good. I think Panthers win by a decent amount, though. Oh, no. So it was to say BKR actually went Manly on this one. I don't disagree. I said this at the beginning of the game. I'm not surprised if they do sneak it. I think they've been okay in this game. I think they're very lucky to score their try, but it was very smart. It's not even luck, actually. I'm not even going to say they were lucky. It was just against the run of play. Manly haven't been great in this game, but they knew that Jason Saab could burn Mamalo there, and realistically, if I'm Mamalo, I'm standing back at least 5 metres from every play now, just in case they do kick that ball through Jason Saab. But realistically, Saab absolutely burnt Mamalo with a good 20, 30 metres to go. So he's going to need to stand back about 20 metres to even have a chance. Warriors here with the offload, left-hand side, 20 metres out. But I said to everyone, I said, if I tip Manly ever again, I'm going to slap myself in the face. I'm going to slap myself in the face if I ever tip Manly again. So, and especially if they lose. Well, if they won, I'd be like, oh, yeah, shit, yeah, a little bit of a tap. But if I tell you what, if I tip Manly and they lost, I've tipped Manly too many times this year. One against the Dragons and one against the Rabbitohs. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, why the shit did he tip against the Rabbitohs? It was because it was a pouring down torrential. That was the weekend in Sydney when it was just ridiculous weather. The week, sorry, and I thought Manly might be able to grind it through, and I thought they weren't that bad in that game. The scoreline didn't reflect the game as much, but yeah, look, I don't like tipping Manly anymore. So NRL with the ball 30 metres out, 20 metres out, fit tackle here. Can they get something going here? They went down 6-0, scored a try immediately, and now the Warriors could make it a 10-6 ball game. This should be a try. This should be a try. Oh, it's going to be. Was he tackled without the ball? Hold on one second. Did he get tackled without the ball there? Did he just get tackled without the ball? I don't think Marcelo Montoya is expecting the ball to come back to him there, but in the same sense, I thought he might have been grabbed before he grabbed the ball there, but it is what it is, so we'll be fine. Sub-Zero Blue says Warriors will win, but must replace number 6. Number 6 is in Cody Nikorima. Is Nikorima the 5'8", or is he the halfback? Hold on one second, I'm just trying to have a look here. Is Nikorima playing as the 5'8" or the halfback? Oh, no, he's playing as the 5'8", so it is Nikorima. That was a nice conversion, though. But look, the Warriors, their halves aren't great. So look, you're just going to have to kind of. I don't like who's better. Like who's better right now in the Warriors youth system that you'd prefer to put in there? And isn't Nikorima on a decent contract since coming from the Broncos? So Manly here because he was okay-ish. I never really understood the signing of Nikorima. I never really thought he was that great at the Broncos. But you know. That's what it is. So Manly here, 20 metres out here from the Warriors line. 6-6 is the score. Can they take back the lead? After coughing it up 2 seconds ago, Sherry Evans with a nice kick, actually, and Warriors will have to get hit it out here, and it will be a dropout to Manly. Daniel Bates says, Dale. What did Dale say? What has he said now? What's old mate Dale said now? He's laughing. He says, Daniel just without the money. Oh, no, I don't know what's going on. I'm sticking out of this one. He told them to sort that shit out before, and they did it. So now, whatever Dale says is probably going to happen in this game. No, wait, US says, you mean number 7. Number 7? Isn't that... Is number 7... Isn't Harris Tavita? Is Nikorima 7 or 6? I can't even see right now, to be honest with you. I'm drunk. Not really, but like... Molly and Jack, I have to actually clarify that. Last time I said, oh yeah, man, I'm drunk. Like I was saying that in the sense of like I'm losing it, not in the sense of I'm actually drunk. I don't drink. So it's like, well, I don't drink normally. I drink sometimes, but not on here. But second tackle here for Manly. 25 metres out here. Foreign with the ball. Out to the left-hand side here. Manly still here with the ball. Schuster with a fantastic pass. And that, my friend, is going to be a knock on Naruno. Is that not offside penalty? I thought he was offside for a second then. But geez, Dylan Walker's been slapped up here. He's been absolutely crushed in that tackle. He has been absolutely crushed in that tackle, lads. Walker here thought he had free space galore. And Fusatua just says, good night, Irene. He goes, bang, bang, good night, you bloody bastard. Luke Pumpkin says, you should get drunk on... No, I won't do that, man. I don't really drink, man. I only drink when I'm like having a good time in a game, occasionally. Even when I went to the game against the Roosters Rabbitohs, I went with Hayden and we thought we were going to have a couple, but I just didn't. I just don't really kind of care about it. Tasmania says Walker got smashed. Yeah, Walker absolutely got smashed. So 4 minutes to go here, the first half here, guys. 6-6 to the, I was about to say, the Warriors, to the Nobodies. It is 6-6 right now. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Let's get 3 more likes before our time. Let's hit that 60 margin. And also subscribe if you're new around here, because at 9,000 subscribers, I'm going to give you guys, one of you guys, an NRL jersey from this year. Medvedev says, Dale's like Wayne Bennett. That's absurd. No one likes Wayne Bennett. Who doesn't like Wayne Bennett? He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. Yes, he was at the Broncos, but he also deliberately made that Rabbitohs team lose to the Dogs last year to give the Broncos the spoon so that people realised that Wayne Bennett was the reason why the Broncos were so successful. You like that little one for today? Well, guess what? Welcome to the party. So second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 40 metres out here from their own line. 3.5 minutes to go here of the first half. Jared Ford says the test where Sean and Cody pulled pants from the Poms is when his price lifted. Fair enough. Fair enough. But it's the Poms though, you know what I mean? They're good. They're one of the better teams in World Rugby League, but they're a first tier nation, obviously. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not exactly a team that you need a great deal to do. So Tapau's going to take that ball, and that was shocking there from Tuvasashek. He threw the ball away, and that was ridiculous. And that's a knock-on from Manly. That's going to be a penalty here to the Warriors. They're going to take the 2 here. The Warriors will take the 2 here. Sport Talk says number 6 is Nicarima, number 7 is Sean O'Sullivan. Oh, wow, they're not even going to take the 2. Oh, wow, descent. So they're going to be 20 minutes out here. If I'm the Warriors, I absolutely take the 2 here. What are the Warriors doing? 2 minutes 40 to go here, and they're not going to take the penalty from right in front? Ooh, not too sure about that one. 2 minutes 30 to go here, and it's 6-6. Really, you should be taking the penalty there to make it 8-6. But they might score here, and they're going to knock it on instead. Like, what are the Warriors doing? Carlson fully efficient hasn't been the best of games in my opinion. That's been shocking. But like, what are the Warriors doing? Why are they taking a penalty there? Is there a rule that you can't take the penalty there? AJ Ellis, a good friend of mine, he told me the other week that there was a reason why someone didn't. Lizzie, I'm going to have to time you out. I don't respond to those because, like, it's not anything to do with sport, unfortunately. So, speak sport. Otherwise, I'm not going to read the comment out, my friend. That's going to be a knock-on from Manly. So, it's going to be a Warriors with the ball here. Noah says so many knock-ons. Yeah, it's crazy, too, because it's not raining or anything. Like, I'm in Sydney, and it's perfect weather here today. It's beautiful weather. But Kieran Foran here gets that underneath and just gets chopped out. You can't really do that too much as a player. Like, you can't do too much about that. Like, that was just a good tackle. But then, to be fair, though, he did come over the top. No, look, that's just a good tackle. I think that he was pretty weak-handed with the grappling of the ball there. But in the same sense, like, with that kind of hand movement over the top of it, it was always going to slap it out there. Alrighty, so 62% completion rate for the Warriors and 67% for Manly. Oh, my God. Lads, I was complaining about a 67% completion rate with the Titans. 62% for the Warriors in this first half. That's terrible. That is shocking. Dustin Charles says, who you got in the next game? I've got the Panthers. I will be streaming that game, guys, as I've said before. I will be streaming it. All Warriors here with the ball 15 minutes out. I've got the Panthers, and I've got them by a decent margin, but it should be an interesting game. So third tackle here for the Warriors. Out of the right side here, O'Sullivan gets it off to the big old number 16, Kane Evans. Didn't he used to play with the Chooksters? So fourth tackle here. Could think about going for a field goal if they wanted it. But then again, they didn't take the 2 points penalty that was on offer. Warriors here still with the ball. Going to kick it through. And Nicarima, what are you doing, brother? Nicarima. Bro, the Warriors are baffling me right now. You're tying 6-6 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. You've got a penalty from 20 metres out right in front. You don't take the 2 to make it 8-6. You then, when you're on your attack, lose the ball. Manly then lose the ball. Warriors get the ball back, and then they kick it on fourth over the dead ball line when they could have gone for a field goal to make it 7-6. What are Warriors doing? Is someone not telling them how to do this? Like, do they get the rugby league? Like, now it's going to be 6-6 at half time unless the Warriors can score something here from some magic. Or Warriors is still with the ball. Montoya here still with the ball, gets the ball off, and it's a knock on. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a knock on. So the half is going to end the same way. Oh my goodness me. I can't believe this game so fast. That's going to be another knock on there. Another knock on there by the Warriors to finish off the half. And look, interesting half. I guess the scoreline probably is realistic. I think the scoreline really does kind of show that both these teams haven't been great. I guess they both deserved. Have they both deserved a score? This game could easily have been 0-0 at half time. The Warriors realistically only scored because they had to bounce back from the Manly embarrassment when they scored their try for 60 metre kick for Jason Saab to chase it through. Look, I think this game has plenty of. No, I don't think it has potential. I think this game. We knew this was going to be like this since the start. These two teams aren't that great. No Man's Land said even the All Blacks should have took the 2. You're not wrong there, man. But yeah, guys, half time 6-6. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. And I'll start reading some comments out while we wait for the second half of the game. Sport Talk says Canberra have won 7 of 8 of their last Friday night games. Yeah, but look, like I said on Hayden's tipping thing, right? Everyone has a stat. Like, there's always this stupid stat. Not you. I'm not saying you, Sport Talk. I'm just saying, like, everyone always has some stat. They're like, oh my God, like, do you know that, buddy, the last time this team lost on a Thursday night in April was like 20 years ago? It's like, well, like, yeah, but in the same sense, like, what if that was 3 games? You know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't lost since 2000 on a Thursday night in April. Like, what if they've played 2 times in that 20 years on a Thursday night in April? Like, people don't realise this. A lot of people say these stupid stats, and it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. That one makes more sense because it's Friday night, but in the same sense, who have they played in those Friday night games? Have they played the Broncos of last year? Did they play the Titans in 2019? Did they play the Eels for 3 of those years, in 3 of those times in the mid-2000s? Like, did they play the buddy, they played the Titans back in 2011? Like, put them out of reason, like, who'd they play? Like, that stat means nothing to me, realistically. Sport Talk says I'm tipping Penrith 13 plus, though. Well, there you go. Well, there you go. Appreciate you for being a member, by the way, man. Notice that you're always a member. Appreciate that. Cedric Gaming says, hi, Blaze. How you doing? Going all right. I think it's a pretty average game, but, we're just kicking back. Having a good time chatting with you guys, and looking forward to going to the Gold Coast tomorrow. Looking forward to getting up to the Gold Coast and heading on along to the Titans vs Knights game. There is crowd restrictions. You do have to wear a mask to the game, and I sit in GA in the Legion, front line, nowadays. But we got set seats this time around, so I don't really know what the drumming situation will be. So there will be a vlog on Sunday from the Titans game, but I don't really kind of know how it's going to go. Crowley says, I need 1 of 6 to score for Warriors. I need 1 of 6 to score for Warriors. 5 for Eagles for $200. Or anyone from 1 to 6 for Warriors and 5 for Seagulls. What's going on there? Sosi Tombao says, hello from Fiji, brother. Tosoviti, baby. Vadava. Setigo. How you going? Get around Fiji, baby. Miss back home, son. Arthur says both teams cannot finish. Both teams absolutely cannot finish. But who are you going for, Saucy? Who are you going for? Dustin Charles says, who do you tip this game? I tipped the Warriors, but I wasn't confident in the same sense. I thought that Manly, although they're horrific, I think the Warriors aren't that great. They don't have their real big enforcer, Adam Fanua-Blake, and I just don't think the Warriors' spine's that great. So, look, I think that I tipped the Warriors because I thought that still Manly aren't that good, and they aren't. But this also proves that I'm right in regards to the Warriors aren't that good. That people have been like, how dare you? How dare you tip the Warriors so low in the season previews? Shannon Humphrey says, hi, hello, Shannon, how you doing? Gary Bill Games says, we go to round 7, Titans vs Rabbitohs, Seabus, by the way. Mate, buddy, what's she talking about? Of course I go to every Titans game. The last Titans home game I missed was the Cowboys game in North Queensland. Besides that, I've been to every Titans game this year. Besides that game, I've been to every Titans game. Like, been the one at Central Coast against the Warriors, Seabus against the Broncos. Didn't go to the Cowboys game. Was down here in Cogger, but I was going to go up last week. I'm going to every game. Saucy says, Warriors, brother, but my team is Panthers, up the mighty Panthers. Whee! Get around the pennies. Get around the old pennies. I think they're... Look, I tipped them for the preseason competition. I tipped them to win the competition preseason when people were saying they weren't making top 4, which was ridiculous, mind you. But yeah, I think they win by a decent amount tonight. Like I said, guys, we will be streaming the Panthers versus Raiders game, so if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We stream basically everything. We won't be streaming tomorrow, though, because I will be vlogging the Titans game, and I can't do a vlog and stream because I chill around and talk to the players and stuff afterwards for the vlog and just, kick back afterwards. So, and I'll also be heading back to Sydney tomorrow night as well. Lucia says, would you rather Mitchell Moses or Latrell Mitchell? I asked this question before, but Latrell Mitchell by a landslide. Stephen Warren says, hi, hello, Stephen Warren. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing okay. Joseph Plays says, who wins from here? I still think the Warriors. I think if we're going to base off what we've seen in the first half, I'd say Manly. I think if we're going to base off what we've seen in the first half, it's Manly. Because the Warriors would have about a 60% completion rate right now. 60%. That's probably what their completion rate is right now. So, I can't go past Manly at this point, but in the same sense, like, this is just half-time kind of rambling. But no, I'd probably go Manly based on what we've seen. But based on what I think for the game, I'd say Warriors. Carl Safley official says injuries to Coruscant and Edwards won't face Penrith at all. They are very gritty and have quality players, great chemistry. Penrith 14 plus. But Coruscant hasn't played a game this year, so it's like you can't really use that anymore because they've played well anyway. So you're right. What I'm saying is that Coruscant injury hasn't phase the Panthers, and just imagine how good they will be when he is back, because Kenny is like a kind of do the job kind of hooker. Coruscant will come back in and just make this team ridiculous. So I can't see anyone winning besides Penrith this year, lads. Saucy Dombao says, subscribe free jersey for real, bro. That's legit, brother. Hey, everybody, subscribe. Yeah, it's one it's one NRL jersey to one of you guys. It is a competition once we hit 9,000 subscribers. It's not for every single one of my... It's not literally for every 9,000 subscribers. But yeah, one jersey for one of you guys. I'll give it away on a stream. Maybe next week. I think we'll probably hit 9,000 within the week or so. So it'd be good. I'll give it away on a stream. Lynn Sutherland says, I watch KO, but actually watching Fox League. Well, I watch it on... Yeah, well, it's KO is Fox League. Like, KO is Fox Sports, so... yeah. Frenchie says, hello, Blaze. I'm surprised you're not streaming the Raw game. It's going to happen soon. Yeah, I know, man, but I've really been focusing on the NRL, and realistically, the Brisbane aren't that great. So that game will intersect with the Panthers-Raiders game, and that game's going to be fantastic. So sometimes I have to make the hard decisions on this channel. Carlos the Flea official says, who tipped Benji to score last night? Imagine the reaction. Gussie tipped. Yeah, I didn't obviously tip him to score first try. I don't think many people would have, because he's not really necessarily that kind of player anymore, but great try. Great try. Lynn Sullivan says, what are you watching this on? KO. I watched it on KO. So I stream through the computer and also watch on the computer. But if you're just tuning in, guys, it is still half-time. It is 6-6 right now. 6-6. Dazmate says, 30 years since the Panthers-Raiders grand final. Yeah, what was that? 1994? Oh, it's on the screen. 1991. Jesus, why would I say 1994? I'm not 30 years old. Well, didn't the Raiders win the grand final in 1994? Who did the Raiders play in the 1994 grand final? I swear that was probably the same around then, wasn't it? Lucia says, would you rather Cronk or Smith? Smith, easy. I'm taking Cameron Smith, one of the greatest players of all time, easy. If you ask me Cronk or Lockyer, I'd take Lockyer. If Cronk or Smith, I'd probably still take... Cronk or Thurston, I'd probably... Oh, Cronk or Thurston's a good question. I'd probably take Thurston. I'd take Thurston. Yeah, I'd take Thurston. I think Cronk is one of the best halves of all time, but I don't think he's better than Lockyer or Thurston, in my personal opinion, in regards to the NRL halves. Carlson Flea official says Penrith won against the Raiders. Carlson Flea official says Penrith. Frenchie says in 91, I think. Yeah, 91. David 2010 says, I'm a big fan of Dragons, but Manly need to wake up and start winning more games. Absolutely, man. Dragons are doing all right. They haven't played anybody yet, haven't played nobody yet, and this isn't an insult to you. This is for everybody else on here who talks mad buddy about the Dragons being a buddy top 8 contender. They're not, but they've had a good start this year. So based on the fact that they've had a pretty easy run, to be honest with you, means that they're better than most people predicted. But yeah, look, I think they'll struggle on Sunday against the Parramatta Eel. But yeah, look, Manly need to play a lot better than what they've been playing. Like, this is not a fullback's issue right now. This is not Trbojevic coming back into this team to make this team better at this point. It would make them better, but it wouldn't make them a contender or a top 8 team. It'd make them a team that is better than the Bulldogs, the Cowboys, and the Broncos. That's what it would do. That's it. That's literally all they're waiting for, Manly. But Manly fans seem to think they're going to be a premiership contender when Trbojevic comes back in. And it's like, this team is not a fullback away from being a competitor. Subby Tombao says, brother, you can speak Fijian. That's cool. Amazing. Yeah, man, I've grown up in Fiji. My daughter is Rutuman. So, Harry Tran says, Eagles to win. Maybe. Mevido says, a lot of people say Johns is arguably the best halfback of all time in the NRL. Do you think Johns was that great? Johns was fantastic. He was when I was very young, though. Like, the thing is, I don't like having too much of an opinion about something I didn't see, right? It's like with premierships and stuff like that, in any sport. I don't really claim shit I haven't seen, right? So, when City was fantastic in the 40s and the 50s, I never really claimed that when I was very young. I can claim what I've seen, and it's been a fantastic decade, but I never claimed that previously. Going back with the Cubs, I didn't get to see the Cubs win in 2016 as a Cubs fan. I only became a Cubs fan based on when I went to Chicago in 2019. So, I don't like to claim the 2016 because I didn't see it live and feel the emotion of it live. So the point I'm trying to make here is that I didn't really necessarily get to see Johns personally in his prime. At a functional level, I guess. I was well and truly too young to really understand the game. But based on what everyone else has said, it's like Michael Jordan. I didn't watch Michael Jordan play, but I've watched his highlights. I've watched Johnson's highlights, and they're fantastic. The best of all time. So, yes, I would 100% have to say yes. Freddie says, is it just me or the half times feel shorter? No, I think they're the same, to be honest with you. It might be just because you're having so much damn well fun on BKR Sport. How about that one? But yeah, still half time here, guys. Still 6-6. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to 70 by half time. So 3 likes to go. 70 before the end of half time. And also subscribe if you're new around here. Daniel Bates is Blind Blaze. How do you do all this? Yeah, no, it's bloody full on, eh? But just cracking on. Live your passion, man. That's the main thing. Just do what you love doing, and it's pretty easy. Jared Force is Langer. He said larger, but I'm assuming he's saying Langer. Langer was fantastic. Yeah. Langer was fantastic. Still my early days too, though. Still my early days too. It's like I hate when people tell me like when they're 26 or 30 years old, around my age, right? I'm 26. So it's funny when people try and tell you about how good, say, Mal Meninga was. Like I've seen his highlights and I've seen him be a beast at what he does, but I can't argue for him because I personally haven't seen him live. I know he's an absolutely unbelievable player. I've seen what he's done, but I didn't get to see the nitty gritty stuff. What I see in players is different to what you guys see in players. A lot of people out there think, oh, look, he scores tries. Oh, look, he's assisting. He's kicking the ball well. I look at where players are off the ball. I look at what they're doing when they're not actually in the physical presence of where the ball is, because it shows kind of their thought process of how to help their teammates out as well. Cameron Smith was the prime example of this. Cameron Smith was one of the best players of all time, best hooker of all time, because he knew where to be on the field regardless if he had the ball or not. Right? So I didn't get to see that about all these other players. I know they're the best of all time, but I didn't personally get to see it, so I can't argue it. Noah Iwasa says, who you got coming out of the East? NBA. Oh, gee whiz, now we're getting into it. Buddy, Chicago Bulls, mate. Real UK says, who you think is going to run away with a win? I don't think anyone runs away with it. I think Warriors win, but I don't think anyone runs away with it. Daniel Bates is full on for sure, but I'm old, not like you. That's alright, mate. It doesn't matter how old you are. Just live your passion. So, halftime, how much you bench? We're not getting into that. So it is 6-6 here, and the game is about to get the back going, lads. Let's go. The game is about to get back on. Lewis Taylor says, what score do you reckon it will end up? I'm going to go 14-12. I'll go 18-16. I think there still could be a couple of tries in this game. Not that any of these teams have been attacking well. Not that any of these teams have looked impressive, but defensively both teams have looked pretty average. So I'll stick with it. I'll go an 18-16. Cameron says, thoughts on Jake Friend retiring? Very sad, man. Very sad. But, he had a very successful career. A very, very successful career. And one of the greatest of the NRL era. Not the most flashy player, not the most special player, but a grinder, a workhorse. And that's exactly what his time in the NRL, that's how the game was designed. Oh, it's a knock-on from Manly. Oh, holy shit, mate. Thank you very much, Raiders Club, for the 99-cent, the dollar donation. Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate that. But yeah, look, I think Jake Friend was fantastic in his time, and I think the game was really focused on going away from him. And I think this is a kind of I wouldn't say a great time for him to retire, I guess, but like in comparison with his game style, I'd say this is a pretty good time for him to retire because he doesn't suit this game style at all. Dasmate says, South fans always say 21 premierships, but most of them were won when TV was black and white. Most South fans nowadays don't actually know that they didn't have a team for a couple of those years. They believe that their team, they don't realise that in the late 90s, their actual team was kicked out of the competition. But, a lot of Rabbitohs fans don't seem to mention that. So first tackle, well, a lot of the older Rabbits fans know, obviously. Most Rabbits fans know, but a lot of the younger fans don't know that the Rabbitohs, they've had a tumultuous history too, besides all their premierships. Warriors here, 5 minutes out. Ooh, listen. Murdoch Masilla with the ball here, 5 minutes out. Third tackle over the Warriors. Oh, close little run there by Wade Egan. Oh, he's had his face shoved into the ground there. That was a dirty play there. What are you doing? He just shoved his hand into his face and now he's bleeding from the face. This is tough because now this might show. I don't think it's going to be a penalty, but in the same sense, like that's he's just literally got his hand and just shoved his head into the ground here. So Wade Egan here on the ground. Look at this. Look at this. So he gets his hand and just shoves it into the hand. I think he cuts him with his hand. I think he cuts him with his hand here. Like, that's blatant. Like, what are you doing, bros? George Norris says, hi, hello, champion, how you doing? Cameron says, wish they stayed out of the comp. I'm not getting into that. French says, Blaze, even Michael Morgan retired. Yeah, I saw that. I know, crazy. He had a very successful career as well. Could have been even better if he didn't have this chronic shoulder pain, something like that. Carlos, the fully official, says Morgan played for 10 years. Yeah, I know, but he still had a good 5-7 years left in him. If he didn't have to medically retire, 29 years old, you can still crack on to your 35, 36 when you're a halfback. You can still crack on, but unfortunately he could not. Let's see, this is who your favourite coach, Justin Holbrook. So fourth tackle here for the Warriors. They're going to be, 3 metres out here. They're going to be 3 metres out here from the line, and Wade Egan's right on back up. Cameron says, sad that a lot of players are having to medically retire. You're going to see a lot more of it with how fast this game is and the toll it's going to take on the body long term. People are focusing on the injuries now. You wait until you see a couple of years down the track. So fifth tackle here, 5 minutes out, and don't you dare get tackled on fifth, please. For the love of God, don't get tackled on fifth. Oh, my God. Oh. That's what I feel like watching this game. Literally, this game is shocking. Cameron says, I fear that Corden will end up medically retiring as well. Yeah, that's been a thing. That's been a big thing for a while now as well, before any of this kind of stuff with Morgan and Jake Friend. Little Shrad says, who do you go for? I'm from the Gold Coast, man, so I'm a Titans fan. I will be flying up to the Gold Coast. I live in Sydney, but I will be flying up to the Gold Coast like I always do. I get to every single Titans game that I can, which is pretty much every single game. And I'll be going to the Gold Coast game tomorrow against the Knights for that vlog. So Manly here with the ball 30 minutes out. Don't forget, guys, I will be streaming the Panthers and Raiders game right after this. Ooh, good tackle there by David Fusatua. Fusatua's actually had a pretty good game defensively today. He's had a pretty good game defensively. Sport Access Blaze is not the speed of the game. People just don't know how to tackle these days. A bit of 50-50. Poco no los dos. Poco no los dos. It is a bit of both. The game isn't as... I think because of the speed of the game, players have not... Oh, that bit wind was tough for Tuivasa-Sheck there. And Tuivasa-Sheck will grab the ball there and it'd be about 8 minutes out from their own line. But geez, that was a tough ball to catch and it didn't. I think that because the game is so fast, players have become lazy in a lot of the nitty-gritty aspects of the game. I think that in regards to tackles, I think that in regards to holding on too long, I think that in regards to chasing the ball after a kick, you notice every single team, there's not really a chase anymore because players are exhausted, right? So it is because of the speed of the game, realistically, in my opinion. It is. And also, I feel like players are starting to wake up as well to the fact that it is dangerous. It is dangerous to your longevity in life. So, look, I think that a lot of I think people are trying... There are some grubs in the game still, but in the same sense, there are a lot of players who are smartening up to this situation. But Tony Raphael says both teams look flat. Oh, both teams look terrible. Oh, my God, Jason Sam has been slapped up by... Is that buddy Marcelo Montoya? Oh, my goodness me. Oh, my goodness me. He's absolutely sent him back to yesteryear. Jason Saab has been taken back like no tomorrow and said, good night, Irene. Sport Talk says, may sound like a biased fan, but I am looking forward to watching Adam Dewey's Bombers against Cowboys backline. Yeah, look, I think you're a bit biased. I'm not looking forward to that game at all. I'm not even streaming that game. I'm doing the Geelong game. So fifth tackle here for Manly. 40 minutes out from their own line. George Norris is damn, but a good tackle, eh? Fifth tackle here, Manly with a pretty average kick straight down the guts, and Tuivasa-Sheck's going to grab this one, and he's going to get back to about the 40-metre line, I would assume. He's going to get past that. 45 metres out, there you go. Karamavita says, because when there was only penalties, players would have a chance to get a rest rather than set restarts. Absolutely. Spot on, mate. That is a spot on with a CH. Spot on. So second tackle, 45 metres out. That's why I don't really care when players kind of suck in the deep breaths to slow the play down at some point, and fake an injury or something like that. Maybe not fake an injury to an extreme point, but there will be players who will fake injuries to get their players a rest on the goal line. You can't really complain because that's where the game's gone. Sorry, but welcome to injury faking. Oh, Sean O'Sullivan with a fantastic play there. Oh, did he score? Does he get held up there? No. Okay, it's going to be a try. I thought that he was flipped I flipped on his back there quickly, but that will be a try here. Sean O'Sullivan with a great dummy out of the left hand side, cuts onto the inside, and O'Sullivan, look at this. He goes out to the left, fakes the dummy, goes inside there, terrible defense, and Warriors, yeah, he easily scored. Sorry, I thought that the arm was underneath and he twisted him around, but that's a great try there by Sean O'Sullivan and the Warriors. They take the lead here, 10 points to 6 with a kick to come. OJ Simpson. All right. The NFL is more dangerous than the NRL. Well, we know that's a troll. Jackson NRL stuff says, how's you? Well, look, I will say this too, though. People always say, oh, yeah, players in the NRL, they don't play with bodyguard, like they don't play with all the equipment the NFL does. In the NFL, you can tackle kind of however the damn well you want to tackle, as long as it's not helmet to helmet. But the helmet to helmet thing is a very, very serious concussion thing. So, look, I think that a lot of NRL fans don't really understand that there is definite a good question mark around, is rugby league simply tougher than the NFL? Because although it's in regards to how dangerous it can be, because it can be very dangerous in the NFL, but I think that with no bodyguard and no kind of chest pads and shoulder pads and everything like that, yes, obviously rugby league players are very, very skilled in adapting to their body situation. But yeah, look, I think that whole argument gets overrated a bit. So 33 minutes to go here of the game, and NRL will slap that little baby through, and it is going to be 12-6 here, and that will be to the Warriors. So hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. We are very close to 9,000 subscribers for a giveaway, so get around it. George Norris says, not going to lie, this is a pretty boring game, not very interesting. Absolutely, man. Yeah, no, you're right. This isn't a great game. I think the Warriors... I'm glad I tipped the Warriors. I was very close to changing my tip to Manly last second. This game's nowhere near over yet, lads. It's only 6 points in the difference. But do remember Manly's try came off literally 60 metres. 60-metre kick and really random. Luke Palmer says, League was way better in 2005 to 2016. You're a Sharks fan, Luke? I can't remember. Are you a Sharks fan? I don't know what I'm thinking about here. What was I thinking about? Oh, sorry, I was reading one of the comments and I just kind of mind blanked. 2016 was okay. It was very slow that year, though. Oh, this wind is so tough. He's going to catch that ball. 2016 was very slow. I think that realistically, the best... Oh, Warriors here got an injury. I think the best time frame for rugby league was between 2004 to 2014. I think that 10 years was brilliant. And finishing off with the Rabbitohs. I think the grand final between the Broncos and Cowboys, the speed was starting to pick up, really brought down a notch for 2016, and then it really ramped up from 2017 onwards. Harry Tran says, this game is tight and Manly plus 7.5. Ooh, I don't like it right now. I don't like it right now. But then again, Warriors should have been up by 8. They should have taken the penalty before the game started, before the end of that first half, but they didn't do it. Someone here says, I had a look at your YouTube channel. You don't have a schedule for this week. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't put it out because I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know if I was going up to the Gold Coast or not going to the Gold Coast because I don't know what's happening with Queensland, their restrictions and stuff like that. I was considering going to Melbourne for a couple of AFL games, actually, but I decided against that. Yeah, I didn't put one up this week. So, third tackle over the Warriors. Luke Pumpkin says, no, like the style of footy besides Sharks winning the footy was really good in 2011, 2012. 2011 can suck one. 2011 is the worst year in rugby league history. I'd say 2014 was possibly one of the best paced seasons I've seen, where the Rabbitohs ended up winning that comp. Carol Rabbitohs absolutely loved that year. Sport Action says, Warriors have only made 4 finals, 2 of which were grand finals. That's great. They haven't won the grand final, though. So, fifth tackle here, and the Warriors going to boot this little bad boy down. And, Saab's going to drop that bump backwards, and he's going to be taken in. He's going to unfortunately be taken in there. Don't pretend you got an injury. That's not an injury. It's just the wind is very tough to read here, the game. The wind is very tough to read. We've seen that with the Warriors, with Tuivasa-Sheck trying to catch the ball, and Saab couldn't catch it there. And is it raining there? I don't know. But the point of the matter is that like it's a tough game for holding the ball in this one. Luke Pumpkin says, I don't like the new rules. I don't think many people do. I don't mind the 2-point field goal anymore. I don't mind the 2-point field goal. Because it's very difficult to kick a 2-point field goal. Jared Troy says, can the Roosters buy another player to replace Jake Friend? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Not going to lie, it depends on how Brandon Smith, if he wants to play hooker. Because if he wants to play hooker, he won't be playing hooker when Harry Grant comes back. So then he'll be like, if I want to play hooker, he can go to the Roosters or he can go to the Titans. Two teams that have got money to spend and also are looking for a hooker. So second tackle here, and also Cowboys are looking for, they're looking for anyone right now, to be honest with you. And they've got a lot of money to spend after Michael Morgan's medically retired. And potentially, obviously, another play might be going. So third tackle here for the Warriors. They're 5 minutes out underneath. Terrible pass. And Warriors will pick it up 10 minutes out from the Manly line. Cameron says, I think Verrills is our long-term hooker plan when he gets back. I don't really rate him that great, man. I really don't. Two of us are Shek with a great strong run there through the centre. I did. But then again, the Roosters don't need a top-tier hooker. Oh, that's going to be a drop out here. That's going to be a drop out here, and Manly will be kicking the ball back to the Warriors. So 30 minutes to go here, guys. 30 minutes to go. Hit that thumbs up button. How many are we on? We are on 75. Let's get 5 more likes to hit 80 right now. Let's see if we can get 100 before the end of this stream. I know we can do it. Let's get 25 more likes before the end of this stream. So we're on 75 right now. We've got 79 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, in response to your question or your comment, Carol, I would say the Roosters don't necessarily need a elite quarterback, elite hooker, to be a successful team. Wow, Warriors have had 400 extra run meters than Manly in this game. And this is coming from a really, really poor game from the Warriors. Kamada says, but yeah, he's nothing crazy. George Norris says, how you feel about Melbourne at 7th? Melbourne at 7th? What do you mean Melbourne at 7th? You think Melbourne comes 7th? Who finishes above them out of the Titans, Knights, Warriors, and Sharks? Who finishes above them out of the Titans, Knights, Warriors, and Sharks? Because no one else outside of those 4 teams is finishing above them. In regards to you saying 7th. Warriors here, 20 minutes out. Rere says, Verrills has a really bright future. I don't think he's special. I think he gets the job done. Don't get me wrong, I don't think he's a bad hooker, but I don't think he's anything special. So the Warriors here, right inside. Oh, good tackle there. Very good tackle there by Brad Parker. So 4 tackle, 12 metres out. Left-hand side. Wade Egan gets it off, and it's going to be taken down there. 5 metres short here of the line. Fifth tackle here for the Warriors. Out to the left-hand side. Gets it off to Sean O'Sullivan. Sullivan's going to kick it through. That's played at, and I think he's onside, so we fine. Manly. Oh, knock on. That's a knock on from Manly. Warriors are going to get another set here, 10 metres out. Warriors are going to get another set here, 10 metres out. My goodness me. Cherry Evans, the $1 million man. Good on you, lads. Good on you. Nathan Ward says, hi. Hello, mate. How you doing? OJ Simpson, I'm going to have to time you out, man. Like, you're obviously trolling here, my man. So I'm going to have to time you out. Have a go on, brother. Like, if you want to talk rugby league, let's talk about rugby league. But we're not here to talk about NFL and talking shit. So, I spoke about it before. That's it. So, 12-6 here, the Warriors. And it's going to be Warriors with the ball. 10 metres out here from the Manly line. Clem says, hello. Hello, Clem. How you doing? Declan Smith says, Brisbane Roar goal. Really? Let's go, baby. Come on. Really? Are you telling me the truth or are you lying to me? Don't you lie to me, son. So right hand side here for the Warriors. And that's going to be... Oh, sneaks it through. But it's going to be 5 minutes out here for the Manly line. Wade Egan here. Still bleeding from the head. That's going to be 6 again. Set restart there. So that was basically first tackle. So this will be an 8 tackle set here. This will be an 8 tackle set. All right. So 2 metres short here of the line. Warriors with the ball. Out to the left hand side. He could have gone right and they would have scored a good night try. Sean O'Sullivan here. Underneath. Gets it off to... No, he's not going to get to nothing there. He's not going to do nothing there. So 5 metres short here for the Warriors. They're going to go out to the right-hand side here. Second tackle now. Sean O'Sullivan gets the ball into the centre. Declan Smith said Brisbane were 1-0 up against MacArthur. Let's go, baby. Woo, I like it. Oh, offload. He offloaded that before you said held. No, that's a wrong call. No, that's a wrong call. You called held after he'd offloaded that ball. It was like by 0.1 of a second, but anyway. That could be technically classed as an obstruction. It's not going to be classed as an obstruction. Warriors still here with the ball. 10 metres out. Third tackle. Two of us a check. It's still moving. Still going. Two of us a check. And now he's going to run straight and he's going to go straight to the ground. 4 tackle for the Warriors. Their attack is atrocious right now. Left-hand side, and obstruction goes down. 5th tackle. My God, this is just bland. This is boring-ass batshit. 5th tackle here. Warriors kick it through, and that was the worst kick I've seen. Like, this is a terrible, terrible, terrible performance here from both these teams. Honestly, if you could give 0 points to both these teams, you would. You would. Jared Choice says, who are the Roosters playing this week? The Shaggies. They're playing the Shaggies. boys. Robert Duckham says, up the bunnies. Yeah, good little win last night. Weren't that great, though, in the first half, but really pulled away in the second half. I feel the Broncos know how to play a good first half this season. Dylan Walker with a great run here. Dylan Walker, great run at 40-metre line there. The Broncos have had 3 really good first halves. Just really bad one against the Titans. But besides that, they had a really good first half against the Parramatta Eels, up 16-0 before losing that game 24-16. They had a good half, well, a better half against the Storm before that last 10-minute flurry from Ryan Pappenhausen. And then also the game against last night against the Rabbitohs, they brought the Rabbitohs down to their shitness of a level. I know that it was 18-6 and it's still a 12-point game, but that's good for the Broncos considering those two teams. Oh, my goodness me, that's a schlap. Rara says, do you reckon Walker and Keary in the halves for Chooks next year? And if so, do you think Lamb will leave? I think, to answer the question in a more broader sense, I think the Roosters will be successful regardless based on the club culture and the fact that they always know how to put together a quality team. I'm not going to tell you who I think the halves are going to be, but I do think that it should, well, no, I will actually. I think that it should be Walker and I think it should be Kieran. I think everyone kind of believes that. But in the same sense, like, yeah, Len probably does leave. I don't think he want to sit there as the backup. Hold on here. Warriors here, kick it through. Nice little chase, actually. And Walker's going to get tackled down here about 5 minutes out. No, he can get away. Oh, the bum is in the face of the camera. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, no, he's crying. I think I'm pretty certain here. That his Speedo that he wears, oh, geez, that is an absolute massive wedgie there. That is an absolute massive wedgie, and we've seen it all. We have seen basically everything of Dylan Walker. You don't know him. If you haven't seen this game, you don't know him like we do. You don't know him like we do. Ryan Antarkle says, poor Dylan Walker. Stephen Hinks says, I'm back. Good on your champion. Ben Baker says, in the last 5 seasons, which team do you think was the most unlucky to win a final? The most unlucky to win a final? The most unlucky to win a final? You can't be unlucky and win a final, man. Or are you saying lucky to win a final? Okay, 5 seasons ago. So there's an injury here, Dylan Walker. He's actually injured here. Massive wedgie. Literally. It's not even a joke. Samuel Edmonds says, hi, hello, mate. Okay, so last year was the Storm. Year before that was... it'd be the Roosters against the Raiders. In the same sense, like... That was still... I thought the Roosters were the better team in that game. Tough opinion, but I believe it. Sport Reaction says, has a ball ever hit you? Okay. Robert Duckham says, this game is like crapping your pants. No one wants to do it, but it happens. Exactly right. And I think we all knew it was going to happen too. I think we all knew this game was going to be quite poor. Ben Baker says, unlucky to win a championship, not just finalist. Sorry. Unlucky to win a championship. Are you sure you were saying the right thing? Unlucky not to win a championship. You said unlucky to win. Unlucky not to win a championship. Well, the Raiders. I'd say the Raiders or the Panthers last year. The Panthers, they fell apart in the grand final due to experience, but like you could argue them. But there's also the Raiders in 2019. 2018 was the Storm, but no, I wouldn't say that. The Roosters were just so good that year. Walker's seriously injured here, by the way, guys. 25 minutes ago, Walker's actually genuinely injured here. I think he's done his glute or something to do with his glute here. Moronic says, is stoppage for... Moronic douchebaggery says, is stoppage for serious wedgie? Yes, mate. That is the stoppage. And he looks seriously injured here. I think something to do with his glute. I'm pretty certain something to do with his glute here. Dallas says, win's a win, prefer to win uglier than lose pretty. Oh, exactly right. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. 100% agree. But, like, it doesn't leave a good taste in the mouth for next week's game against whoever the Warriors play or Manly play. Or Manly play the Titans next week. So, I don't see them winning that game. That's at Mudgee. I will be at Mudgee for that. I don't see them winning that one. I don't think they're going to win this one. But, like, the last time, the Titans have a good record against Manly in recent years. They went through a couple of years where they never beat them. Recent years, we've been flogging them. Fifth tackle here, and Manly will boot that ball down. We haven't seen that much here from Manly today. They've kicked the ball in third tackle like 4 times. Mike says, walking like something big went up his... No, well, I'm pretty certain he's injured his glute, lads. So 24 minutes to go here, lads. 24 minutes to go. Walker goes off for Funa. And the Warriors are going to be around the halfway point here. Malcolm says, Raw. He were at 1-0, man. He were at 1-0. Issa says he dislocated his bum crack. Oh, my goodness me. So Warriors here, third tackle. Richie Production says Manly 16th. Oh, yeah, no, they're 16th, and they are absolutely 16th at this point. Like, they're minus 122. Right now, they would be a minus 128 points differential through 5 weeks. Dasmate says, don't the Dragons normally play in Mudgee? No, I think we played Manly and Mudgee a couple of years ago. So I think we played the Eels in Mudgee. That was where our biggest ever win came. Against the Eels in Mudgee. Fit tackle here. I think all those Warriors players are offside on that right-hand side. I think they're all offside there. But it's going to be a 7-tackle set regardless. Lucas Shummer says, this game is trash. Absolutely. Fatima says, you think Titans can win against the Knights? I think we win 13 plus. I think we can win by 20 points. Why? Because Knights have a lot of injuries, and I think the Titans have a pretty good record against the Knights regardless. As long as we hold the ball for longer than 70% of the game. 70% completion rate. We had a 67% completion rate against the Raiders. Pretty much every team is going to lose when they have a 67% completion rate, unless, in this game, you're the Warriors, who have about a 60-65% completion rate. Rare Ray says, are you going to do a vlog for the Roosters Sharks game or a live stream? I won't be able to do it tomorrow. I'll be on the Gold Coast and I'll be vlogging the Titans Knights game. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do a Roosters Sharks anything. Because I'll be flying back to Sydney at that time. Manly here, Brad Parker tackled about 30 metres out of here. At least it's a close game, I guess. Lucas Shummer says, Titans for me are going to be 7 or 6. Oh, man, you had me at a low. Manly here, right through. Oh, good last-ditch tackle there to stop Manly from scoring. 4 tackle here for Manly. 15 metres out here, out to the left-hand side here. The defence not looking good, and that's going to be slapped down by Tuivasa-Sheck. It's going to be a dropout, but nice little try-saver there from Tuivasa-Sheck. Otherwise, that was a try for Manly. Ryan and Douglas says, Jared Troy, no. There you go. You know? there you go. RC Cards Galore says Ponga is back for the Knights. Cool. And a fullback doesn't change a team from being very average to very, very good. A fullback doesn't change a team from being very, very average to very, very good. Unfortunately, you need more than just one player, lads. Ponga is going to come in this team after having a complete off-season, also 4 weeks of coming back from injury, hasn't played yet. Like, what are you expecting from Ponga? You're going to set yourself up for disappointment. What are you expecting from it? If he has a fantastic game, cool. But he's coming back from a serious injury, lads. Like, you got to give him time to come back. Lucas Sharman says Ponga is overrated. I wouldn't go as far to say that. So, there's another injury here for the Warriors, by the way. Another injury here for the Warriors. Noah says, you acting like Ponga is going to make a difference. He's going to make a difference in the sense that they're going to be better than they would have been, but he's not going to make a difference in the sense of probably win or lose, in my personal opinion. If you've got a full team, like a Mitchell Pearce there, you got your entire team playing for the Knights, and you play Ponga and he's playing instead of not playing, yes, that makes a significant difference and probably does, I don't know if it wins the game for the Knights, but it'll make it a really close game. But I just think the Titans are going to be too good for the Knights tomorrow. Richie Production says Roosters to beat the Sharks 36-16, sadly. Yeah, I'd say something similar. I'd probably go like 36-20. I'd give the Sharkies 20 points. Dasmate says Dylan Zelezniak is a huge in for the Dogs this week because he's a fullback. Cool. You guys have scored 0 points since round 1, so don't know about the old doggies. But don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're only 170 subscribers away from giving away an NRL jersey to one of you guys. So hit that subscribe button. But second tackle for Manly, left-hand side. Sherry Evans taken down 25 metres out. Boom, boom, bye. Fatima says, Manly vs Broncos is going to be like me watching the Titans lose the Broncos 39-6. What? We've never lost 39-6 to the Broncos. What? Titans lose to the Broncos 39-6? We've never lost 39-6. Manly here. Oh, that's a Shepherd if it's a try. Okay, it's not going to be. Fit tackle here. 2 metres short here of the line. Right-hand side for Manly. Kieran Foran boots that ball out to the right-hand side. Terrible kick. Oh, it's not even a terrible kick. It's just the wind is bad. Saab gets the catch there. I don't know if that's played. That's a penalty. It's still 5th and that's gone. That's going to be 5th. So, no, I don't think he plays with that. Issa says, my junior team can beat the Bulldogs. Fair enough. TWK player says, who are you going to win? Warriors. I tipped the Warriors for the game. Thought it would be close. Is close. Well, they're going to challenge this. You can't... Yeah, but you can't challenge the play... Hold on a second. So we've seen a whole season so far. The first 4 rounds of the season... if the ball is in movement, you can't challenge the play. That's what's been happening all season so far. So this is going to probably be. I don't think his leg proves it clearly anyway. Robert Douglas says, if the wind is so bad, why are they kicking so much? No, it makes sense because it makes it tougher for the fullback. Successful challenge is a big call there. Successful challenge is a big call. But I just don't get it. Like, I don't get how you can call this one and say they're allowed to challenge, but no one else was being allowed to challenge in the run of play before. Okay. Malcolm says, USA planning on buying All Blacks rights, which could mean Huckabee theirs too. Karen Mavita says, I will say I like it how they are not going into the bunker after tries this year and only going to the bunker when they need to. Yeah, well, welcome to rugby union. You know, this has been a thing with rugby union for a long time, and it's been fantastic for rugby union for a long time. Tasman said the refs just flipped the bird. I just don't get how you're allowing that to happen there. It's a successful challenge. I mainly get the ball here, but I've not seen a team be allowed to use a challenge when they've asked for a challenge during the run of play. Noah's pretty sure that wasn't his intent to go over the ball. Pretty sure he was in a position to tackle. I agree. Moronic Douchebaggery says, the fact you can talk for so long and no refer to the game shows how crap this one is. Yeah, it's not that great. Third tackle, leave for Manly, 5 metres out, and Manly's still strolling here. Fourth tackle here. When there's games like this, I only kind of really talk when there's a highlight or they're in the attacking 20. And right now they're in the attacking 20 Manly, but like realistically, they're in the attacking 60. That's how far out they are. They're 2 metres out, may as well make it 40. Sherry Evans kicks it through, and that was a terrible kick. Oh my God. Oh, it's going to be held up, I think. But I'm actually in shock. I'm actually in shock of what I've just witnessed. I can't believe what I just witnessed. I actually dead set cannot believe what I've just witnessed. Like, I can't believe it. Like, what is going on? Like, how on earth has he dropped that ball there? Nicarima has dropped the ball, and Manly are going to score a try off one of the easiest kicks I've ever seen to take ever. Nicarima, that was the easiest take I've ever seen, and he drops the ball, and now Manly score basically underneath the post. It'll be a kick to come here. It's going to be 12-12. Hello? Tilchunga says, are you okay? No, mate. I just watched some of the most bloody moronic douchebaggery I've ever seen. Someone's comment there. Someone's name is moronic douchebaggery, and that's what we've just seen in this game so far. In the whole game, let alone that couple of... Oh my God. Chad says, surely Manly win, they need it. Kind of both teams need it, but yeah, Manly do need it. Manly have been really, really bad in this game, and so have the Warriors. Ben Baker says, the last time Storm missed the finals was in 2002. They're not missing the finals this year. They never were missing the finals this year. But this is the most undeserved try I've ever seen in my life. But it will be a try regardless, because Nicarima made the stupidest mistake I've ever seen. Robert Tuckham says, this game deserves a draw. No one should win. Exactly right. This game, dead set, deserves to have both teams lose points for making us sit here and watch it. 2 likes away from 80, guys. 2 likes away from 80. Smack that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Lachlan Ham says, I don't know who's going to win now. I'll still take the Warriors, but like really, this game is shit house. Like, really. It's not great. Jared Troy says, oh, good, Manly making this a close game. At least it's a close game. You know, it's a shit game, but it's a close game. And it'll be 12-12. So, tied game here. 18.5 minutes to go here of the game. Both teams can win it right now. Manly's tries have been really random. Warriors' tries have been pretty average, except for the Sean O'Sullivan one. But at least it's a close game, lads. That's all I'll say. Shaggy says, you can use my name anytime, bro. It says it all. Exactly right. But don't forget, guys, we will be streaming the Panthers and the Raiders game right after this in about, 25 minutes time? Yeah, about 25 minutes time. Might be about 5 minutes late for that because I will have to set up the stream. Psychic Mantino says, that play reminds me of watching Aussies play in the NFL. Yeah, the Aussies aren't that great in the old NFL, unfortunately. The Aussies aren't that great in the old NFL. But here we go. And, what a bloody run back, and the Warriors slap him down. Malcolm says, most Kiwis play in other teams, not just the Warriors. Well, I'd say that, yeah, of course. But, like, what are you kind of trying to say there? Like, what are you trying to say? So second tackle, look, what's the point behind that comment? So second tackle here for the Manly Seagulls, and they're going to be 40 minutes out from their own line. Jackson NRL sub says, I know it would have sucked. Harry Trans, please let me know if Warriors get close. Warriors get close, mate. It's 12-12 right now with 18 minutes to go. And what are you talking about? So fourth tackle here, 45 minutes out from their own line. Trebojevic will cross the halfway point. And fifth tackle, so Manly will have to kick it here. CK Vibe says, do the Aussies have an NFL team? No. So fifth tackle, left-hand side, and easy take there for Mamalo. Oh, sorry, first two were there with the ball. I didn't even look at the play. I was just looking at what side it was, and I thought Mamalo was there, but that was because that was the left side in the first half. Lorenzo Astana says, BK, why do you reckon teams can't turn it around for consecutive seasons and the gap between top 8 and bottom 8 grows bigger? I think it's because teams have built up a foundation to a point where they are able to suit any style of game. I think that a lot of these other teams that you're seeing struggling right now are thinking in the now and trying to be focusing on getting better in the near future rather than the long-term future. And overall, they were too focused on specific parts of the game rather than just kind of having a successful long-term future. Look at the Storm. They can adjust to any game style. Look at the Roosters. They can adjust to any game style. Manly haven't been able to do that adjustment. I don't believe the Warriors have been able to do the adjustment. Well, the Warriors were never that great. Manly, who are some other teams that struggle? Sharks, I guess. I just think that there was not really much planning long-term because as we have heard about these new rules in the short term, but they would have been talked about with the NRL for over for a long time. Maybe not a decade, but a long time. Before they were actually implemented. So it would have been tossed around for years. So the point of the matter is that clubs would have known this. Clubs would have known the chattering going on. But some clubs just know how to run a business and some clubs don't. Fifth tackle here for Manly. 30 minutes out here from the Warriors line. Nicholas says, I put money on the Warriors. I hope they will win. Well, right now, they're not looking the greatest. Fifth tackle, Manly boot this little bad boy out. Very close one here. And good take in a really tough, windy game here. Really tough, windy conditions game here. So first tackle here, Tuivasa-Sheck rolls that one back, and it's going to be Mamalo here who brings it back. Lorenzo Ostana says, what's the biggest key to long-term success? Having an ownership in the Roosters. Third tackle here. Actually, and the Broncos are a big part of this as well. I should have mentioned that. Broncos and Manly are two teams that haven't been able to adjust. So fourth tackle here with the Warriors. Dasmate says, keep the chat to the NRL related on NRL streams. Yeah, just hide the people talking about NFL, lad. Or just time them out because it's the same person, moderators. Just time them out. I'm just ignoring it. I don't care. Like, if you want to talk NFL, cool, man, but you'll get timed out or hidden. Lachlan says, Roosters and Storm are good examples. Yeah, Roosters and Storm are fantastic examples, but that's going to be a big old kick up there. Manly going to take this one 10 metres out here from their own line. Malcolm says, you have 50-50 chance either side. For this game? Yeah, 100%. It's 50-50 either way here. 50-50 either damn well way. Ryan Zenzago says, I hope they do good, to be honest. Who do good? Okay, so 14 and a half minutes to go here of the game. It's third tackle of Manly. Oh, he's caught that ball last second there. I don't know. Oh, it's a knock on. Manly knock on here. Ooh, the Warriors here with a good chance. The Warriors with a good chance here with 14 and a half minutes to go. They will get a fresh at a 6 here. 45 minutes out here from their own line. I'm pretty certain this is not a knock on here. I'm going to make a call here and say this wasn't a knock on. I'm pretty certain that he catches this and regathers it before it goes to the ground. Dasman says the Roosters have no salary cap though. Exactly. So they do, but people don't understand third-party agreements. So he loses the ball backwards. That's obviously lost backwards. Even though this gets called knock on a lot nowadays, but that's still backwards. So I don't think they're saying this is the knock on. I think they're saying the next play is the knock on. So I don't care about this. So he obviously gets hit in the contact. He's turning around. It goes backwards. Yes, that's fine. Now it's this one. I think he catches this. Yeah, he caught that. I think this is fine. I'm pretty certain I made the right call here. So the challenge will be successful here by Manly. There's no knock on. Yeah, there you go. So the challenge is successful. So there's no knock on from Manly, and Manly will continue to have the ball here. Issa says, I want the Raiders Panthers game to start. This game's boring. Yeah, look, it's going to be a good stream. I look forward to it. So if you haven't already, guys, subscribe because we will be doing the Panthers Raiders game right after this one. So Manly still with the ball. I think it'll be third tackle, fourth tackle maybe. Not too sure what it is. They're very lucky here, Manly, that they didn't drop that ball, because if they did, the Warriors would be in a very good position to take the lead in this game. 40 minutes out with a fresh set of 6. My gosh. Even though they should be up by 2, because they should have gone for a penalty at the end of the first half, but they didn't. I did call 18-16 as the final score at halftime, so yeah, it might be a bit of a chance here. It might be a little bit of a shaky little chance. Emery, how is it first or second half? It is the second half here. 14 minutes to go here of the game. Luke Pumpkin says there's a tight game for once, not a blowout. How surprising. It's not surprising in this game because both these teams aren't great. But I know what you're saying. I get the joke. Trebojevic out to the right side. Cherry Evans, easy tackle there. Easy tackle there on Cherry Evans. So 40 metres out here from the Warriors line. Cherry Evans rolls it back to 4 and 4 into the left-hand side of Manly. 30 metres out, sorry. My goodness me, close game here though, guys. 12-12, 14 minutes left. Fifth tackle for Manly. Could go for a field goal. Aren't going to go for the field goal. Cherry Evans going to kick it through on the right-hand side. Nice little kick there. And it's going to be Mamalo here. Mamalo here with the ball still. He's still going. 15 minutes out, gets tackled down. Malcolm says Warriors slightly favourite at the bookies. Well, before the game or now? If now it makes sense, yeah. I would still say that if whoever was favourite before the game started, which was the Warriors, should be favourites now. Extinct says up the Penny Panthers. Should be a good game, man. Should be a good game, but I think the Pennies win that one. So third tackle. Jared Ford says always take the 2. Right in front, tied up at 6-6, a minute to go in the first half. Absolutely, you take the 2. A Strong Delusion says, as a Kiwi, always hope the Warriors do well, but painful to watch. Rabbitohs are my team. Hopefully they win the comp. Well, yeah, look, it is always very tough. Even as a Titans fan, it's tough to watch the Warriors always struggle, but the Titans always struggle too, so I've got my own problems to worry about. So fifth tackle there, and that's going to be Manly with the ball here. 15 minutes out from their own line. This could honestly go to extra time, this game, just because of how bad both these teams have played. Cameron says, DCE to kick a field goal and win the game for Manly. I'm calling it. I'm going to call Nicaragua to take a shot, misses it, 7 tackles set for Manly, and then your buddy's spot on, mate. He's spot on. Club says, good game, terrible game. Terrible game. Close game, terrible game. Knock on from Manly. Absolutely shocking game, but close game. Declan Smith says, Wenzel Halls just missed a 1-on-1, still 1-0 raw, typical Wenzel Halls. Emery Howard says, Melbourne will win it again this year. Nah, it's all pennies this year, lads. It's your Penny Panthers year this year. We've got 101 people watching live right now, guys. Let's get up to 80 likes right there. Well, now, some macaruno, that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new around here. But Manly knock on the ball at the halfway point, and the Warriors are going to get a very, very nice little attack and set here. Club says, sorry, I needed a question mark. Nah, you're all right, man. It's been a shocking game. It's been a shocking game. Both these teams have knocked the ball on about 100 times. The Warriors had like a 60% completion rate at halftime, so... Till Chunker says, I reckon Jake Trebojevic will kick a 40-minute field goal in extra time. Yeah, I also reckon the Canterbury Bulldogs are going to win the comp this year based on that comment. So 11.5 minutes to go here. And the Warriors here at the halfway point have a good opportunity here at a field goal if they get within range here. They're about 45 metres out on second tackle. This is a prime opportunity here for a field goal, and it wouldn't surprise me if they decide to take it. Surprised that they didn't take it in the first half, and now I'm surprised that they... I wouldn't be surprised if they take it now. 35 minutes out here. Third tackle here. Warriors, right-hand side. Still going out to the right side. They're going to get tackled 30 metres out. They're not making too many metres, but they're in a perfect opportunity here. Malcolm says, here in New Zealand, we get $5 Wendy's when Warriors win. Oh, well, gee whiz. Come on, the Warriors. Right-hand side. 30 metres out. Haven't made any metres here. Take a field goal maybe. 10 minutes, 11 minutes to go. And he is not going to take it. So Nicaragua puts the ball up. Difficult take. Oh, good take there, actually. Very good take. And Manly are going to get to the 10-metre line. Emery Howard says, Panthers not good in grand finals. They haven't been one since last or even... Okay. Oh, is that a knock-on from Manly? Cheers. Emery, everyone's allowed their opinion, but I'm sorry. They've played one grand final in what? Since 2003 or 2002 when didn't they win in 2003 or 2002? Or did they play the Roosters? I can't remember. Point of the matter is that they played one grand final and they won 17 games in a row last year. Yeah, look, they fell apart. They still only lost by 6 despite being down by 24-0 in the first half. I'm sorry, but that's just unrealistic. That's going to be a knock on here from Manly. Knock on from Manly. So the Warriors are going to be literally 25 metres out here. They're going to challenge this, Manly. They are going to challenge this. Till Chunga says, I remember going to Broncos and Warriors in 2019 and both teams took so many field goal attempts and missed every one. I was at that game. I vlogged that game. There's a vlog from the draw. I think that's the draw. I was at that game. Alrighty, so Manly here. They're saying it's a strip. They've challenged the call. Kakin says you go on Titans Knights game. Absolutely, my friend. I'll be flying up tomorrow morning and flying back tomorrow night. I'm pretty certain he just loses that. I'm pretty certain he just loses this. I don't think that's a strip. I think his arms, I think his upper torso, the Warriors' upper torso is around the ball. Is that Sean O'Sullivan maybe? I think his upper torso is around the ball, but I don't think he pulls that out. I don't think he's actually pulling this out though. I think he just loses the ball. I think he's just lost control. Yeah, he's just making a tackle. I agree with that call. So it's going to be a knock on here against Manly, and I agree with the call. I think that a lot of Manly fans will be like, oh, no, he stripped that. I don't think he does. I think his arm is around the ball, but I don't think he's stripping that ball out, and it's a loose carry. It's a strip. It's a straight up loose carry. Luke Palmer says, I only really started going for Sharks because after every win there would be a free cheeseburger from Macca's if you showed your ticket. Yeah, that's what the old Titans do. That's what the old Titans do to every team. Basically, does that. It's like in America, man, when they give away free shit, even if it's like 2 missed free throws, something like that. Jackson and stuff says they will. Does make 2003 was the last time they won? Yes, 2003. So I don't understand that comment at all. All right, so Warriors here, 30 meters out here from the line. Here we go, good chance here. 10 minutes to go here, guys. 10 minutes to go. Subscribe if you're new around here. Hit that thumbs up button. We are going to be streaming the Panthers Rays game right after this live. It's second tackle here for the Warriors. They're 20 meters out here from the line. Ryan and Douglas is Bobby. Yeah, I know. He's out of control. So second tackle here. Oh, Warriors knocking the ball on. It's painful to watch this game. It's actually painful. It's painful to watch these two teams play at this point. It's painful to watch these two teams play at this point. Club says, do you live in the Goldie, bro? No, I live in Sydney. I'm from the Gold Coast, but I live in Sydney. But this is a painful damn well game to watch at this point. It's getting out of control. Jackson also says, who we will be watch. I will calling it Gutho Dalliem. Gutho Dalliem? Disagree. I don't think so much. I don't think Parramatta do the greatest this year. I think they're 4-0, but they haven't really kind of shown anything of greatness. I'd probably put them in third on power rankings, but I think, oh, Manly here, right-hand side here, Manly inside. Jason Saab tackled 5 metres out, even their own line. Yes, clubs, they are playing at Seabus tomorrow. Dasmate says the Panthers have the same team as last season. They have experience now. Bingo. Why do people say the Panthers weren't going to be able to do what they did like last year when they are better this year than they were last year? And they have no Apicot of Sal, mind you. Plus Dylan Edwards isn't playing right now. Third tackle here. And Manly are 45 minutes out. Have a good chance at a field goal, to be honest with you. Have a really good chance at a field goal if they want it. Ooh, left-hand side here. Manly. Fourth tackle, 30 minutes out. Swagger says Reid Marnie is getting all the Dalliem votes. Yeah, oh, that's close to a knock on. Jeez, how did he not knock that ball on? Warriors here. His boot is off. Cherry Evans could go for a field goal. Will knock over the field goal. He'll kick it up because it's a very difficult take. Oh, is that a knock on from? Okay, it's a knock on from Manly. I was going to say otherwise Manly just score a try. Club says any more tickets or nah? Manly need to get M by. Manly need a lot, man. Manly need to do a lot, bro. Club says, and get rid of Foreign and drop DCE for... You can't drop DCE with how much money he's on. You just can't. It doesn't matter. He's there for 3 more years, like it or not. You can't drop him. Moronic Douchebaggery says, sounds like you're watching AFL, the festival of knock-ons. Oh, there's many knock-ons in this game. Absolutely ridiculous. Nicholas says, go the Warriors. Yeah, man, they're both struggling right now, though. Neither team has been good in this game. Third tackle over the Warriors. They're only 30 metres out from their own line. They're not making many metres here at all, lads. They're not making many metres here at all. Koi Boy says, Parramatta will make you think they'll win the premiership in finals. Oh, no. In finals. Oh, okay. I read your comment wrong. I understand it now. Make you think they're going to win the grand final, and then in finals they choke. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You said they choke. But yes, I don't think. I think they've looked average this year anyway. Oh, Manly going to drop that ball backwards, and a good average, a top 4 average. So I'd say lower end top 4 is what I'm saying. Katkins says, night to win, Moz. Good luck, mate. So 7 minutes to go here of the game. First tackle, 12-12 is the score. It is a tie game right now. Josh Sam, we spoke about the Michael Morgan situation earlier on the stream. So you want my thoughts on that? Go all the way back there, because we won't repeat it again. But third tackle here for Manly. They're only 30 metres out on their own line. They're not making many metres here at all. Charmaine says, is it the full-time score? No, it is 12-12 right now with 7 minutes to go. Manly here with the ball, 40 metres out from their own line. Only 4 tackle. Not making a great deal of metres, but here they go. They've got space on the left-hand side here. Manly are away on the left-hand side. Manly are away on the left-hand side. Oh, he's been tackled down on 5th, 35 metres out here from the line. Right-hand side. And up top, and the wind is going to pull that one back. Knocked back there by Manly, knocked back by Manly again. Jake Trebojevic with a kick, and the wind is going to pull it back again. And Saab there with an easy take. They're going to have to kick this again, Manly. Oh, Harper's is going to go down on 5th. That was stupid. Nicholas Berrier says, I French you. I don't really understand what you say too fast. Sorry, man. It's just very hectic right now. It's very difficult reading all the comments and also reacting to the game live and telling you exactly what's going on. But the point of the matter is, game very bad. 2 not great teams. 12-12. They've knocked on 100 knock-ons. Okay. Anyway, so the second tackle here. Third tackle with the Warriors, and they're 40 metres out even their own line. But I appreciate you for tuning in, by the way, Nicholas. Even though you can't really understand because I'm speaking so fast. Crazy New Zealand says Warriors should have taken the 2 points before halftime. What were they thinking? Absolutely. I said this before halftime. Ridiculous. Should have even taken the field goal. But Warriors here with the ball, 40 metres out. They're trying to make some metres. Go for the field goal if you want it. 4th tackle, they've offloaded it. Right-hand side, they've got space on the right-hand side. Could make plenty of metres here. They're still going here. And it's going to be 5th tackle, 25 metres out here. If they can get the ball into the centre, they can go for a field goal. Get the ball into the centre, they can go for the field goal. 5th tackle here. Warriors, left-hand side, gives it to Sean O'Sullivan. He's got an open opportunity. Oh, he's missed it. He's sprayed to the left. So it will be a 20-metre 7-tackle set for the Manly Seagulls here at the 20-metre line. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. But geez, that was very, very, very close to Manly heartbreak. Manly have not won a game so far this season, guys. They are 0-4 for the season. This could be their first win of the season if they can sneak it. Gee whiz, there's so much going on here. Manly with the ball 40 metres out. They're making metres, but second tackle here. 45 metres out from their own line. About to go past the halfway point. Karen Mavis says, I predicted DC a field goal to win it, and it's going to happen. I don't think either team's going to win it at this point, man. Both teams are really struggling overall. And look, can you imagine Cherry Evans kicking it, though, considering how much criticism he's copping lately? So third tackle for Manly, 45 metres out. Honestly, neither team deserves to win this, but I would prefer Manly win it simply because the Warriors are around that Titans area, and I would prefer... I don't know why people are booing right now. He's not in a situation where he wants to be faking an injury. This is not a situation where he'd be faking an injury. Robert Duckham says, is this what you call a hot mess? Absolutely. Kakan says, Sean Parker, Jake Friend is retiring. I think he already said he did. Yes, he is. He's already retired. He immediately retired. So 4th tackle here for Manly. They're going to be in a pretty decent opportunity for a kick here. They're about 35 metres out here. It's still going to be a decent kick, though. Like, it's going to be a 40-metre kick because Cherry Evans is going to grab this ball back here. He's not even going to take a field goal opportunity. He's going to kick it up because it's a difficult catch. Let's Saab go for the take. I think that's the smartest option there. And Manly here. Saab. Oh, he's lost the ball. He's knocked it on. And the Warriors here can run away with it. Sean O'Sullivan's here with the ball. He's 25 metres out. Oh, man, he got away and good tackle there by Manly. 3 minutes 44 to go here of the game, guys. 0 tackle for the Warriors. It's going to be, oh, my goodness me. BKRmy with a nice little run there. Gets to about 40 metres out from their own line. A Strong Delusion says, let's go on Warriors. Man, I tell you what, why'd you run that ball back there? Second tackle here, 40 metres out here for the Warriors. They need to really get some movement going here in regards to these metres, but right now they're struggling to get some good metres going. Third tackle here. They're inside their own half still. Cross the halfway line now. Wade Egan here with a nice little run. He's going to get the ball to the left-hand side. They're going to have some space galore out here. Forward pass maybe. I don't know how that wasn't a forward pass, but it's going to be crazy how that's not a forward pass there. 4th tackle here for the Warriors. They're 30 metres out. The Warriors may win another game based on a forward pass. 4th tackle here out of the right-hand side. Here to us a Sheck. Ooh, didn't go behind his player there, so he's going to cut back out of the left-hand side here. 30 metres out. He's going to still keep going. He's pushing him off. 5th tackle here. No, he still hasn't been tackled here. To us a Sheck tackle. 5th tackle. 25 metres out. They're going to pass this ball back and they're going to go for the field goal right in front. Here we go. Tapau's chasing him down though. He can't get the field goal off. BKRmy out to the right hand side. BKRmy 20 metres out. He's going to kick it through. Good kick. Saab's going to be taken 1 metre out. Great defence there by Manly to stop that from being a field goal opportunity. And now Manly will have the ball here. Good scramble here by the Warriors defensively too. Second tackle here for Manly. 5 metres out from their own line. Third tackle now. 10 metres out from their own line. Manly can't make any metres right now. Manly right-hand side here. Cherry Evans is going to run through a little bit of a gap there. 25 metres out from their own line. Sport Exorcist Blaze, you don't understand too much when to kick a field goal. I do understand. I just didn't even think about that. You're 100% correct. That didn't even come into my brain. Sorry, a lot's going on right now. Reading comments and watching game live. Fit tackle here, Manly. That could be a 40-20. That could be a 40-20 if that goes out. Oh, it didn't go out though. But very big kick there. So Warriors here with the ball 25 metres out. But yeah, that didn't even come into my mind about the wind. Oh, he sneaks inside there, 35 metres out from their own line here, the Warriors. Cam Havertz says, honestly, don't even bother going to golden point. Just end it in a draw. Fair enough, to be honest. So first tackle here for the Warriors. They're 40 metres out from their own line right now. Warriors with the ball close. My goodness me. That was... Oh, it's a knock on. It's a knock on. It's a knock on. Hello? Hello? Oh, that's a knock on there. That's a knock on there. Manly. Oh, my God. They're going to have the opportunity of a lifetime right now. 45 metres out here from the Warriors line. Manly can score. The wind is ridiculous right now. Do not tell me you're challenging this, Warriors. They're challenging this. What's the point? This is obviously a knock on here. What is the point? This is obviously a knock on. Unless I'm drunk, this is obviously a knock on here. I don't understand why you're challenging this. It's a clear knock on. What are you challenging? Like, what are you challenging? Now, if you go to extra time, you don't have a challenge. I don't understand what you're challenging there. It's an obvious tackle, great tackle there. Slaps him around the good area there where the ball is, and he just clearly drops it. I don't understand why he's challenging there. So. Unsuccessful challenge. Manly will get the ball here. 45 metres out here from the Warriors line. Guys, 16 more likes to hit 100. We've got 145 people watching right now. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're very close to 9,000, so would appreciate if you subscribe. But here we go. Manly here have a chance to win it. The wind is very strong. The wind is very tough. Can the Warriors hold them out? I don't think Manly go for the field goal. They probably just keep kicking this ball up because it's very difficult with this wind. So Manly here, right-hand side, tackled 45 metres out from the Warriors line. Oh, he's lost another 5 metres. He's going to be 45 metres out. So a minute 15 to go here. Close with set restart. Honestly, a penalty might not even do the job because of this wind. Second tackle here for Manly. 45 metres out here still. They're not making any metres here. First 1 minute to go here to Powell here. Now they're 40 metres out. They're not making any metres here. Considering that they had started with the ball 10 metres back, it's now third tackle. They're not making anywhere near enough metres here. Manly here, right-hand side, third tackle. And he's going to get slammed down in that tackle. Absolutely slammed. Manly, left-hand side, Jake Trebojevic. Trebojevic here, 20 metres out. Fifth tackle here for Manly. 40 seconds to go. Can Manly go for the field goal? What are they going to do? They're going to kick it instead, or he's going to go for the field goal. Schuster's been slapped down. The ball's going to be charged down, and that's going to be Manly with the ball here still. 30 seconds to go. Good charge down, though, because I do think that ball was going over the line. I do think that ball was going over the goal, over the goals. So first tackle here. It's going to be Manly with the ball. And they're, oh my God, they're 35 metres out. This game has turned into a crazy one considering how shit it's been. To Powell here with the ball, 17 seconds. If I'm the Warriors, man, you just need to chase this field goal attempt right down. Put pressure on it. 10 seconds left. Trebojevic here, 20 metres out. Warriors, 4 tackle. Manly here, back to Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans! He's got it! Cherry Evans has got it. Manly win it on the siren at the 80th minute. Manly win their first game of the season. Manly win 13-12 on the siren. They kick a field goal to win the game. Oh my God. Oh my God. Manly win the game on the siren with a Cherry Evans field goal from 20 metres out. One of the worst field goals you'll ever seen. But he slaps it through. And the Manly Seagulls are going to win their first game of the season here at Central Coast, taking down the Warriors. And I am in shock at what we've just witnessed. Considering how bad that was of a game, both teams knocking it on left, right and centre. Manly finished it off by taking the win. The Warriors, man, they didn't look good. And man, they're going to have some troubles going forward. With no Dylan Walker as well for Manly for that second half. My goodness me, that's a huge win there. But guys, I've got to jump off here because we've got the Panthers and Raiders game we're meant to be streaming in literally like 5 minutes. So I'm going to jump off. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will see you guys in a few minutes for that Warriors and, for that Raiders and Panthers game. But oh my God, what a finish to the game. Terrible game, but great, fantastic, damn well finish. So guys, I appreciate you as always. I will see you in literally 5 minutes time. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.